Yes, indeed.
Sweet. Maddie. Let's get a Maddie cap going. Let's jump right into this bad boy.
All right. So the team wakes up from a night of mixed events. Maddie, Drew, and Malin grow in their relationship, while Smalls and Quinn slept naked together in the same bed. It was tons of sexual energy. Argus showed us his spider with wings, which was just amazing in its own right, and we discovered Ellie unconscious in her room from the previous night. But Ellie was okay, just exhausted. Malin went into the room and took damage, but Drew and Quinn were not affected at all. Discovery showed it was from a flower in the room, and we decided to keep the flower anyway. We're summoned by Orochi, and we were blindfolded to his location to get the specifics of the mission that we agreed to. When we arrive, he's hungover as shit and brings us Quark back. Pico is extremely happy. This is where we lose Mark in real life at this time, I believe. We confirm the details with Orochi, and he tells us not to take anything from the mine, um, none of like the minerals or anything like that. But we can take back anything we find except for the gear amulet that we're after. We discover that we're meeting two mercs from the Freeman Legion at the site, and I think that we said that they were monster hunters. We also confirm our rewards. We're each going to get a boon. We get back Quark. We get back the wagon. And a bonus of 1,500 gold, which is going to go towards the brothers when we get back in Mark. Also, the mission will count towards our rule of three, just it's going to be written in a more legal way. So far, we have talks of the brewer's cart and forged papers for some of the boons, but Orochi seems to be open for discussions later on as well. Apparently, Argus is extremely important because he's the only one that can turn off the automated defenses inside. It sounds like there's thousands of servonauts in the mines patrolling, almost with like a military type patrol. And oh yeah, he also cracked the wagon secret and it became medium sized, which is just crazy again. We go to Dr. Hans and get various things. Maddie gets a new metal arm. Quinn buys Malin a purple eye. And Pico tried really, really hard to get a new leg. Like, really hard. Even tried to persuade them to lower the cost, but it was an epic nat 1. Pico, that's inspiration. Dr. Hans examines Argus's fleshy hand and tempts him with a procedure to possibly combine him and his other presence into let's say, a perfect self, but he has to gather a heart for that to possibly even happen. Quinn and Argus are able to create a new shield, and Argus getting a nat 20 because, again, just such a beast in this episode, discovers there's a lot of possible artificing from the rest of the team, too. Hugh with different materials from Quinn, Maddie's cloak with the displacer beast hide, possibly, the mandible blades that Malin is carrying could possibly use some change, and even Pico's feathers that we originally picked up could really be artificed into something pretty sweet. That's what I have written down. If I missed anything, anyone.
Beautiful. Quick clarification, though. You did not get the wagon back, and you did not get Quark back. They were still mounting the drill to the front of the wagon, so there was going to be a whole nother day. They basically told you to meet up in 2 days, the fall, morning after the next day, and you'll be presented with the wagon ready to go with the drill.
Yeah, part of the rewards is what I meant.
Yep. Yes, part of the rewards. He also offered you, Maddie, specifically for your boon, the kegerator, the damaged giant keg attachment that's like a little caboose for your wagon.
Oh yes.
So, if you still want it. All right. Anything to add for recap? All right. Long story short, he's asking you guys to use this drill. He's going to mount to the front of your guys' wagon, which he's calling his wagon. Possession is 9/10 of the law. He's going to loan you his wagon. You guys are going to drill through a mine that he owns but doesn't currently control. And you guys are going to break into something called the SSL, the Servanaut Service Line. It's a giant expanse of tunnels. It's almost like a giant tunnel-like fortress underneath Marsenstein capital itself. There are thousands upon thousands of Servanauts rumored to be down there, but they are not awake and patrolling. They are actually sleeping. And they wake up at random intervals. No one's been able to figure it out in all these years on how they wake up, why they wake up, but they do. But the area, the mine or the the SSL is constantly patrolled by the Marsenstein military to find sleepers when they wake up and then direct them to basically work for the Marsenstein military as they answer to like a military kind of structure protocol when they wake up. You guys are going to break into a place called the Molten Forge, a kind of sealed off area in the SSL, and Orochi wants a prize from there, a specific kind of control necklace he's mentioned. He gave a description to Argus and several others of you. You'll know it when you see it, basically. All right. At this point, I'm going to move into, you guys had a full day. Basically, you went back to the Plaza 6, you were able to rest. Another nightmare overtook Ellie. Ellie and Quinn decided to, during their downtime, work together and identify some items and try to figure out some of the history, like what's up with the Wisteria, trying to figure out what's up with Ellie. They were able to work together and put some things together, and we're going to play that out here in just a few minutes. But everybody else who did something during your downtime, or everybody else, I want you just real quick to recap what you did, bought, traded, or anything during that full day that you had in Marsenstein to prep for this job coming to head towards the mine. We're going to start up at the top right. Quinn, what all did you do?
All right, I did quite a bit. I took the wisteria flower with Ellie to the apothecary. They turned it into a perfume that we now have. It's single use. I also had Ellie identify the spell sword that I have, so I now have a new cool glowy sword that works off of my spell slots. And I feel like I did something else.
Got some armor.
Oh right, I traded my glittery armor that could change forms for half plate.
So
And that's
Thunder
it.
Tits is packing some real armor now. All right. Argus, what did you do during downtime?
I would have probably spent 4 hours attuning to the Monster Chamber shield,
Nice.
and then internally just kind of probably pondered with Pandora on what she thought about the battery plan with Hans.
Okay.
Haven't fully decided yet, so that's why it's a pondering.
Good.
Jesus. Probably taken a overall aspect of the spider and got used to having to deal with this weird vision bullshit.
Okay. Getting to know your new familiar and getting to know your equipment and talking with Pandora. Not a bad way to spend the day.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, that should do it.
Drew, what did you spend the day doing?
I think I just sold my hair and then some gear.
Okay.
And probably attuned to my new item.
Perfect. Yeah, Drew went in search of a pervert to buy his hair and now wound up finding a costume shop that was willing to buy their hair. So, and traded in some old equipment, not really worth a whole lot, but was able to walk away with a little bit more gold than what they had. So, not too bad. Anything else?
I think I helped Malin with something, but I don't know what that is yet.
Okay. Moving on. Pico, what did you do for the day?
Followed people around because I didn't lose my foot. Because I have 10 gold. I'm totally fine.
Got your 10G and just following people around. Very Pico.
Yep.
Maddie, what you do for the day?
Well, a bird was following me around, so no, I was messing with my new hand, and also knowing that we're gonna have this brewer's cart. I bought some native herbs and just things for beer, but very specifically stuff from Marsenstein, stuff that's just around here, local stuff.
Okay. I can do up a list or something like that so you got an idea for later.
No problem, and then we can subtract it from my gold.
Beautiful. Make a note of it. Anything else?
I was just probably thinking about Malin, and that was it.
Malin, what you do for the day?
Mostly just do things to get comfortable with the worm, the eye, and then also asking Drew to go back into the room to get more flowers so we can run experiments later.
Okay. Smalls, what you do for the day?
Apparently slept.
Caught up on his beauty sleep. Probably naked again.
Again, apologize to everybody. As I told Marshall, I don't know what happened the other night. I literally went just lights out. But as far as Smalls goes, yeah, he would have just traveled with everybody. Not necessarily anything he needed to buy or sell.
Awesome. And no worries, brother. Happens to us all. Life happens. We don't take it personal here. All right. Ellie, what did you do? What did you spend the day doing?
Oh, I was muted.
Mhm.
So hung out with Quinn. The lore primer happened to have information on the wisteria plant and its properties, which are
Keep it to yourself.
poisonous.
Yep, you can keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Share it later if you want to.
So we found out about the wisteria. So we went together into town, and Ellie traded her bracers of defense for cash so that she could buy the amulet of health. So after buying that, she only had 4 gold, and Quinn was kind enough to buy Ellie some thieves' tools.
Nice little locksmith kit. You got that
Yeah.
added to your inventory. Beautiful.
Yep,
All right.
and just kind of hung out, palling around.
Okay. Where'd you sleep that night?
That night,
Mhm.
we were back in the room.
You
So
went back. You slept in the wisteria room again?
no, Ellie wouldn't go near that room, and she picked another couch to lay on,
Okay.
a different side.
Okay. You slept on a couch. Not exactly as comfortable as a bed, but as nervous as you were to go to sleep, eventually the day took you and you did finally fall asleep. Unfortunately, that night you woke up again. This time you were in chains, stripped naked, and on your knees. Standing in front of you, though, are these 2 massive, hulking Inquisition Templars. They're hulking black armor, massive weapons. Almost seems like they're more machine than they are armor, but there's something in that helmet. There's eyes inside those helmets, lifeless eyes, behind this colossal great helm bereft of anything resembling mercy or even compassion. Equally cold, though, between them standing in front of you is a familiar face, and it's Father Lambright, the priest that you all took down back in Triniborg rescuing Quinn. He's got this wicked, flashing grin of rotted teeth. His eyes are sunken back, and his entire being, his weapon or his clothing, his flesh, his hair has been cooked. He has this rustic, nasty smell of sulfur just radiating from him. But he looks down at you and he begins shouting, "Heretic! Witch! Burn as you burned my flesh! Be as you were meant to be!" And he grabs you by the chin and he jerks your face to the side and he shoves your view over to this empty suit of Templar armor, waiting for a body to fill it. And he pulls your cheek back and he holds this white hot iron brand, a familiar looking star shape, blazing hot in the iron. And he readies it over your forehead. He's gripping you now by the throat, holding you steady. You can't resist. Your tears are evaporating from the heat before they even hit your cheek. You have a mouth, but you cannot scream. Anything going through your head?
Oh, hell, it's happening. Oh, this is my worst nightmare. Why? Why is this happening to me now?
Suddenly, a calm, gentle pair of woman's hands. They find their way onto your shoulders. The chains slip from your wrists. Father Lambright recoils back in surprise, the brand still in his hand. This woman picks you up, brings you to your feet. She's a good 3-4 feet taller than you. This is a dark, beautiful, statuesque woman. Black, low-cut, revealing dress. This built like an athlete. This massive black crown of obsidian coming up over her head. Her hair is this long raven's black draping down. And she cloaks you, covers you up. She wipes a tear from your cheek, and like I said, Father Lambright recoils in bewilderment. There's this look of like pure confusion over his face. And this woman whispers in your ear, "It's okay, child of Danu." With a single gentle wave of her hand, this woman rips back this veil. This like it's an illusion, and it just dissipates. The Templars are gone. The room is gone. The brand is gone, and you're just standing in this massive void of just endless void, bereft of light, but you can see everything standing around you, and you're standing in this expanse of 1 inch black but reflective water. And as the illusion's ripped back and the dreamscape fades away, there's this woman standing in front of you where Father Lambright was. The illusion pulled away. It's this Kalashtar woman, very obviously. A woman of very curvy proportions, appearing maybe in their late 40s, early 50s, mix of raven black and auburn red hair done up in these various braids and beads that you recognize as wildling design. Her eyes are this pupilless, milky white. At first impression, it appears like she's blind, but they glow with this ethereal, like silver shine, and gives you this constant feeling of being watched. Even if you were to move around, it feels as if this woman would be watching you. They're sporting this finely made tailor short brimmed top hat with a red wrap around it, big large feathers sticking out the front. Seems to be something like a branding choice, something like she would be remembered by if you saw her, less so than a simple fashion choice. I'm going to drop a few things into the chat. Where's session chat? There it is. And of course, the woman holding you and protecting you, standing behind you, waving this person away, revealing their true self. Tall, statuesque, imposing. The person, the woman with the top hat, the illusionist, it seems, recoils and looks at you with this, like, again, look of bewilderment and confusion. And before she can even speak, you hear Lotus behind you say, "Enough of that one." Waves her hand again, and poof, the top hat woman disappears. And you are left alone with Lotus standing in this expanse. She shan't bother you again, child.
So Ellie turns around to face Lotus, takes her hand and just kneels before her, kisses her hand and says, "Thank you. Thank you so much. You're everything that I've heard Quinn talk about. How can I ever repay you?"
How true child of Danu do you feel you are, little one?
I have been searching and searching and haven't been able to find what I was looking for. And I think that you're the one that I've been searching for. And Ellie bows her head. I would love to be in your service.
Searching for something that is forgotten. It's a fool's
Totally
errand.
forgot.
It's a
It
fool's
is.
errand, little one.
Yes.
I am the Blood Lotus. I am the scorned thorn. The Leofold, struck from history. But perhaps in you I see a chance for remembrance. a return one day. This is no simple task, no simple oath that you make, child of Danu.
And
Choice
I
is yours and yours alone.
don't treat it lightly.
Just as it was your friends, my herald, referring to Quinn, my champion, referring to Smalls. Would you join this fold? This flock?
I would be honored.
Lotus smiles down at you and she reaches out her hand and she plucks the Bloodwell vial that you've been wearing around your neck. She opens it and she dumps the contents into the watery floor. And it just disappears into the endless void without even a ripple. And then she nips one of her own fingertips in one of the prongs of her crown. And she puts it over the vial with a single drop, fills it back up. She closes it, hands it back to you.
Ellie takes it with.
There's a single drop left on the end of her finger. And she holds it up over you. But it doesn't fall. Seems like it's waiting.
So Ellie would stand up and take her hand gently and lick the blood off her fingertip.
You feel this mild burning come to your chest, right at the center. And look down, you'll see a brand, a mark, similar to the one that Quinn has, similar to the one that Smalls has. This blood lotus will etch itself into your chest permanently. Lotus just smiles. Sleep well, child. And she places 2 fingers split over your eyes and closes your eyelids, and you immediately just drift off back to sleep, only instantaneously waking up right where you fell asleep on that couch. It's early dawn. You can hear someone shouting from outside, but you awaken refreshed, well rested. Go ahead and wipe out all of your levels of exhaustion. And you also feel very changed. A new season is upon Ellie, and a new purpose. We'll describe that here in just a bit. All of a sudden, you hear shouting from the Tory gate outside, the familiar voice of Crunch. Hey! Forever Frontline, or whatever the fuck you're called. Let's go!
The Eternal Vanguard. Yell back
Whatever.
at him.
Get your shit. It is just before dawn, like the sun is barely starting to creep up. But you're all summoned. Any last second things?
Yeah, so when we went to sleep, I want to have wild shaped and slept on the floor next to Ellie.
Okay. Stayed close.
So, yeah, protect her from nightmares.
Okay.
So do I notice if she's changed at all when we wake up?
Absolutely. I think you would be the first to say. Honestly, I think you would actually probably wake up during something, whatever happens to Ellie.
I mean, I don't
Ellie.
really sleep, so.
Yeah. So, Ellie, what do you
Yes.
look like now?
Well, as Ellie is now in her winter Eladrin form, her eyes have turned crystal blue. Her hair is now long platinum gray with crimson streaks on both sides of her temples. Think of Doctor Strange. Her skin is pale, and her lips are permanently stained a crimson color. And the tattoo on her forehead is refigured into a small snowflake.
Nice. Room's yours, Drew. Are you doing anything? This is only a couple minutes, though.
Uh,
I think Ellie would reach down and pat Drew in their wild shape form and say thank you for your protection.
Yeah, I'll like nuzzle her hand and then I will wild shape out. But actually, I am wild shaped into a jackal and not a wolf,
Oh,
Dig it.
like usual.
neat.
Dig it.
Would I notice the brand? Is it like out?
It's right on the front of Ellie's chest, and I'd say she's not exactly, your dress. Ellie is still kind of like not revealing, but it's cut enough that it's open and stuff. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty obvious.
Okay.
And Ellie just kind of stretches, pushing her arms up to the ceiling in a long stretch, saying, I have never felt so good in my life. I feel remade.
With that, you guys head out and start heading towards the Tory Gate. Anybody else?
Just to double check, we all get long rests. Yes.
Yes, long rests.
Wonderful. When I see Ellie, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, you've changed too!" You know, you guys also changing forms pretty constantly makes me feel a lot better about all of my transformations. You look wonderful.
Oh, thank you. How's my hair?
It looks really cool. I didn't know it could be 2 different colors like that. And then I would
Yeah, I
turn
don't
to
know what
Quinn
happened.
and be like, "Have you ever done something with your hair like that?"
Crunch shouts from the Tory Gate. If you girls are done kissing, we have work to do.
I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
They're not
And then I'll
done
like
yet.
pick up my pack. I'll start walking to the door and still be like, "So have you?"
Anybody else?
Quinn is gonna take one of the roses from the rose room and put it in her component pouch.
Okay.
And then say, Smalls, we gotta go.
Smalls just grunts, gets up.
Last seconds. 1, 2. Anybody else?
Just
Crunch
going.
meets you guys at the Tory Gate. When he gathers you all up, everybody's got their gear and gives you all one last nod. Let's go. He takes you guys away from Plaza 6 and starts leading you to the eastern side of the city. It takes a couple hours. It's like an hour and a half, I'd say. You're well past the sun coming up at that point. It's right at, fresh end of dawn. But he leads you to what seems to be like a private gate leading out of the city. There's no Marsenstein military proper here at all, just more of these black parade guards. Crunch turns to the gang and he hands one of you a crude map right away as soon as you get to the gate. Who takes it?
Yeah, I grab it.
Matt, you take it and you open it up. It's not crude at all on the inside. It's actually very well made. This has like topography and road marks and landscapes. Like the instructions could not be any more clear for this map. But it's leading you to a place called the Crystal Mine. Crystal with a C and then Crystal with a K. Crystal Mine. And he also hands you this lodestone. It's a small, well, it's about bigger than the size of your fist, but it's a small, innocuous rock. And he hands it over to you, and he explains that basically when you get to the mine, this thing is going to hum and vibrate and pull you towards the drill point. Once you get to the drill point, it'll obviously the vibration is going to pick up. Think of it hot, cold, you played that game as a kid, whatever, you'll figure it out. But when you get to the drill point, it will harmlessly, for lack of a better word, explode. So I suggest you be at the drill point, and when you lose the lodestone, don't lose the drill point. Got it?
Got it.
Your wagon. He points back. And coming out of this small storehouse near this gate is your wagon with this new massive drill head. And it's also hitched up to 2 oxen. I'll go ahead and post some art real quick. It's not exactly like this, but it's pretty close. Pico, you immediately clock. I would say you immediately clock that the wagon is not hooked up to Quark.
Hey guys, Quark isn't here.
Probably a good thing.
You notice he's like taking note of your comment, and the gang's a little bit of confusion. Crunch says, "Boss will watch out for the bird for now. He likes him. Would hate for something bad to happen to him."
Yeah, I'll say.
That is both very sweet and also a little worrying. But it makes sense that he's not here.
A couple of you clock, though, you're just passive insight. You get the impression that this is something of a hostage situation, too. Like, if you don't complete the job and you don't come back, you don't get the bird. So, map, lodestone, wagon, oxen. Any military stops you, you just tell them you're delivering this new drill head to the mine. No other names, no other info. Understand?
Got it.
Understood.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
do not lose the map, do not lose the lodestone, otherwise you're digging blind. Trigger the dig before nightfall. All mining operations end before nightfall due to noise ordinance. You do not want to break noise ordinance. Understand?
Got it.
Back of the
Small-
wagon. Smalls, go ahead.
Smalls is gonna look at him. So, if we're underground, how are we gonna when it's nightfall?
You'll figure it out.
You happen to have a timepiece or something that might help indicate that? I'm sure Orochi wouldn't want us to break the noise ordinance.
Give me a persuasion or intimidation, whichever you're trying to do here.
Shit. Oh, intimidation's a +7. We'll go with that one.
Can I guide
Fuck
small
my
people
life. Hold on, I'm gonna use my inspiration because that was a nat one. There we go. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. He kind of chuckles and he reaches into his pouch and he hands you this small little orb. It's here. Use this. This is a orb of time. It's literally like a magical medieval pocket watch. While holding this orb, you can use an action to determine whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime outside. This property functions only on the material plane.
Appreciate it.
It'll tell you what time it is. Yeah, no problem. Here, he kind of specifically motions you, Smalls, and everybody else following behind. Back of the wagon's got hooks and a damn good pulley. Latch those topside before you trigger the drill. These will automatically pull the wagon back up once you punch it through, leaving you a nice little access tunnel. Understand?
Got it.
Hook before drilling. Got it.
Don't take anything from the mine. Nothing. Anything in the forge is up for grabs. Just get the boss's prize first. Oh, the boss said to give this to the servant-not. Don't know what it says, don't ask. Read it before you hit the forge. That's all I was told. I'm going to copy paste something and I'm going to send it to Argus.
Argus will reach his hand out and acquire what is said. I'm assuming parchment.
It is. All right, I'm going to send.
What is the name of that time thing again?
Orb of Time.
I'll add it to my inventory. Thanks.
Yep.
Sorry, what was the third thing he was saying?
Hang on.
A parchment?
He hands Argus a parchment, instructions. Argus, I sent that to you in Discord. Let me know that you got it.
You have it. I am reading it right now.
Cool. You can read that out to the group later when you're ready, or just keep it to yourself.
And then just to double check, he said when we are talking, or like if anybody stops us, we say we're delivering the new drill head?
Yep. You're just
Did he-
delivering mining equipment.
Okay. And there's no like location attached to it, we're just delivering a mine head. Or the drill head.
To the crystal mine, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
All right. When the job's done, head back to Plaza 6. That's where you've all been staying. For free. We'll know when you get there. All right. He hands you the reins to the oxen. And he begins to walk away. You get the impression this is the last chance you're going to get for questions. Going once.
Smalls is gonna, hey, suppose things go not exactly as planned. Is there reinforcements? Is there a backup plan? If we can't get to Plaza 6, where should we go?
No backup. No reinforcements. You were hired to do a job that boss trusts that you can handle the job. Like I said, or like he told you, there's 2 people there already from the Freeman Legion supposed to be helping out with the mine. They don't know anything about your job. You are just there to deliver the mining equipment. Anything else is not their fucking business. Work with them, clear the mine. I don't care. It's not your job. Your job is the forge. Leaving it at that. And basically, no, like there's no other secondary rendezvous point. It's back to Plaza 6. That's when they know that you're going to be back, and that's when they know that you guys can be gathered up with the prize, and you guys can start talking about payment. Plaza 6. Anything else? All right. You guys take the oxen and the wagon, you start heading out. Again, this seems to be like kind of a private gate. It's not nowhere near the massive military infrastructure that you guys walked in through when you first entered Marston. No, it's just a small little private gate that leads out the side eastern way. And immediately connects into a bunch of like merchant paths and miners, and just you get the feeling there's probably a ton of mines around here. And you guys are following around. There's other various drills and equipment and traders moving around, all kinds of stuff. And you just kind of blend in with the pack. Don't got a giant bird making you stick out either. Just a pair of oxen hauling a giant drill. But you guys begin following Crunch's map. Again, it's a surprisingly detailed one with topography, clear instructions. But you also get you see that it's going to take you about 6 hours, give or take, moving at the speed of the oxen with all the stuff here to get to the Crystal mine. So a little less than a full day's travel. It is current. You guys woke up just before dawn, so we're going to call that 6 a.m. It took you about 2 hours. Or I'm not going to even worry about like prep time or anything like that. It took you about 2 hours to travel to the gate. And now it's going to take another 2 hours or 6 hours for you guys to get to the mine. So that makes it 8 a.m. at the gate. And that makes it about 2 p.m. by the time you guys get to the mine. This time of year, in this area, you know that it starts getting dark around 6 p.m. You have 4 hours. Again, traveling through these oceanside ravines, you can hear the crashing of the great ocean, the endless ocean off in the distance. You don't ever get to a high point where you can see it just yet, but you definitely hear it and you can smell that salt in the air. And again, 6 hours later, you arrive at the Crystal mine, and it's plenty obvious why it's named that. Even from the distance, as you guys first see the entrance to the mine, you see these multicolored crystal stalagmites and stalactites from just what you can see at the entrance. And the closer you guys get, you realize that the area is disheveled. There's carts overturned and tools strung about. Looks like whoever was here left in a big damn hurry. Malin, Maddie, you guys easily pick up the smell of days-old blood around you. And it's stronger yet coming from the mine itself. You guys are out the outside of this mine. What are you doing?
Weren't there totally supposed to be like 2 people here to help us or us help them or something like that?
Yeah, that's a good call. I think they said they were supposed to meet us out here at the mine.
Quinn, Drew, you two specifically, just based on your passive perception, Quinn, you especially, you get the sensation that somebody is watching you.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure,
I would also like to do a perception check.
sure.
Pico's at a -2, but can I do an investigation of the area?
You can investigate the mining equipment and like disheveled stuff, but nothing
All the
about
crap.
I got a
Sure.
16.
16.
I got a
Okay.
26.
26 perception.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Pika, what's your role in that investigation?
It's a lucky 3.
3. It's a mine. It's a mine, dude.
I found the mine, guys. I found it.
Pico found the mine. Just before, as you start looking around, Quinn, just before that though, all of you begin to hear this booming voice start to echo out over from the area. It's hard to tell where it's coming from, but all of a sudden you hear this big booming voice. Who dares trespass on our hole?
My God, your hole.
Sorry.
Can I try
Is that
to,
what
like,
you? Is that what
pinpoint
you?
where
Is
the
that what you
voice is
shout
coming
out?
from?
Is that what you shout out, Pico?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
None shall touch our hole.
Guys, this sounds gnarly and dangerous. I don't think we should be touching a hole. Oh, man.
We're here to deliver a drill.
We're about to drill your hole, man.
Quinn,
Janet, shut up.
Quinn, on your perception, you start hearing like a snickering coming from a near, like it's a bush. Like there's some various trees and rocky outcroppings. It's like the area is surrounded by plenty of like just nature in general. It's a mine built into the side of a mountain, but you start seeing like this, like the bushes and stuff, kind of like shake and snicker over on the distance.
Guys, I totally think they're messing with us. I think they're in that bush over there.
Which bush?
That wouldn't surprise me.
All of a sudden, all of a sudden, a face kind of like appears out from behind the bush, and up stands this fine-looking half-elven individual, just done up in this giant like ghillie suit of just like various like plants and branches, like everything from local nature, and he was blended in perfectly from there. And he sticks his head out. Yeah, bro, you guys are gonna drill my hole? And all of a sudden, he starts walking over to you, and many of you recognize the familiar face of Errol, the half-elven twin
Hey.
from the Freeman's Legion that you guys have teamed up with multiple times, and starts walking your way. Well, fuckity, what the fuckity odds of it running into you out here? Our favorite band of weirdos. Y'all look good? He has like an upward inflection there at the end. And he's looking particularly at Malin and Maddie.
You hesitated. I'm gonna do like a slow spin and be like, does it look okay?
I mean, curves for days. Curves for days. Be still my beating heart.
Yo, you guys
It's
know the
good to
Guardians
see
of the
you.
Hole?
Drew,
Yes, speak.
you
Yeah.
still, as you're like kind of like half watching this, but still focused on the surrounding area, another familiar individual hops down from a nearby tree, only inches from you, and just kind of lands next to you, and you feel the familiar burning eyeballs of Flynn, also done up in a perfectly done ghillie suit, blending into the environment.
Oh, vegetation suits you.
Errol continues over with the group. Well, yeah, great. Wow, who's the new Boyd? And he's kind of pointing over at Pico. Nice axe, bro.
Yo,
And
thanks.
and feathers.
This is Janet.
Oh, yes. Hi, I'm Janet.
Janet, pleasure. Errol,
Thanks.
the angry looking bitch over there is my sister Flynn.
Hi, angry bitch, sister Flynn.
Just angry bitch is fine.
Oh, hi, angry bitch. Sorry, got your name wrong.
Kind of like Snickers. And damn, best avert my eyes, my lady, else I might catch feelings and fall in love right here. And he's kind of like making an obvious gesture towards Quinn, and he's not looking you in the eyes.
I totally get that all the time. We're gonna flick her hair back.
Oh, where's St. Chiron? Dude's like semi-famous back at the den now these days. You had a
He
dwarf
died.
with you. What?
He also died.
Damn. Kyron's dead. The dwarf, the guy that huffed and puffed all the time. He sounded like he was bored and
Drum?
killed shit. Like, ah, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, drum.
that one was hard.
Damn. Well, that sucks. But you guys had way too many people with D names, anyways.
That's fair.
Sorry, Errol. Shut up. And you're Flynn from the other side. So, you guys are here to deliver mining equipment, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, our job's to clear the mine, kill everything that's in there, or at least make sure that it leaves permanently. We were told that we were to support you in your mining endeavors. But yeah. So we were told y'all got a drill. We were told to make sure that you get to this drill point. After that, in quotation, and he puts his fingers like in quotations. We were told to fuck off. So that was nice. So I'm sure whatever y'all are doing is 100% legal, above board, and smelling right?
Obviously.
This guy totally gets us.
The Eternal Vanguard.
Smalls is going to completely divert that. Any idea what's in there?
Yeah. Funny you should ask. We've been poking around. Had a few run-ins. Y'all are not gonna believe it, cause all that jazz back at the den. But hey, it's bugs.
Is it more
Again.
objects?
No. Different kinds of bugs. Weird bugs, like centipedes and spiders and like scorpions and mantises. Sure, but these are like weird amalgamations of everything. I don't know. It's fucking weird. They're big, they're hungry, they're nasty, and yeah, there are a lot of them in there.
Can you describe to me what they look like?
Like I said, all kinds of bugs, but like mashed together. But they bite and they scratch, and like I said, they're very what's the word? I guess you could say swarmy. Yeah, swarmy's a word, right? They're pretty big.
Okay.
There are a lot of them.
The phase spider's gonna phase behind Arrow.
Whoa!
Just kind of jump scare him.
That's not what they look like, but that's still terrible. Yep, I'm gonna go over here, and he kind of like does like a big long step over the spider and like starts walking towards his sister.
It stretches its wings.
Like immediately, kind of like walking a lot faster.
Small.
Go ahead, Smalls.
I'll say with Small's going to look at him, and for anybody that was bothering to pay attention, you'd catch just a millisecond of fear across his face. Spider webs? Any kind of webbing or anything we need to watch out for to get caught in?
I mean, shit's sticky. We haven't really got that deep into the mine shaft. I mean, honestly, by the time we get about, I don't know, 50, 60 feet in, we kind of get swarmed, and it's a little difficult for two of us to keep it pushed back. There are a lot of them in there, so I don't know. It could get stickier in there the further we go.
You think this drill will unclog that hole then?
There's nothing clogging it. It's just it seems to be clear, but just by the time we get in there, if things know you're in there, they start to come for you. You know what I'm saying?
So do they talk to you? Do we get to talk to them and say, hey, don't do that?
Dude, I don't speak bug. He looks at you as like this weird, like upturned eyebrow.
But okay.
Hey, and all of a sudden Flynn steps up and kind of steps between her brother. Look, whatever y'all are fucking doing here is none of our business, okay? We're not writing a book. We can barely read as it is. Got it?
Got it.
We'll watch the flank. Y'all keep pushing when they come at us, and they will. Hard. Guard your oxen too. They got a thing for, well, they got a thing for all kinds of meat, but imagine they're gonna go a little nutty for that. If they go down, these oxen go down, one of y'all's pushing that piece of shit, because I ain't doing it.
I think we all look at Smalls at that point.
Pico stands up proud, like, yeah, oh, you guys are looking at Smalls. Yeah, I get it.
Smalls is going to catch all the stares. Yeah, I got the assignment.
All right. like I said, we'll watch the flank. Y'all just keep pushing. Anyone sees something, I will ask this as a favor to me, okay? Anyone sees something that looks like a boss bug, you call that shit out. We'll take it from there. I'd personally appreciate any help y'all can give as she kind of like grits her teeth. Only fair, seeing how we're helping y'all. But we both have our respective jobs and we get that.
So
Sally?
how will we know if it's a boss bug?
I don't know, honey. Maybe
I
it'll have a
imagine if it's
crown.
bigger than the others, or doesn't
The queens
take
usually
damage
look
as much.
fairly distinct.
Some of them also have different colors.
So you're Flynn, right?
Sister nods, yes.
Hi, I'm Ellie. Nice to meet you.
Flynn kind of, Errol kind of steps up like, oh shit, I did not see you. And he kind of like comes prancing up a little bit before Flynn puts a hand on his chest. No.
And you're Errol. I'm Ellie.
Yes, I am. He gives you a little wink.
Ellie winks back.
Oh, I'm not going to forget this one. Yeah. So, like I said, we get about maybe past the entrance here, and they're going to pick up the smell. So, if you have any preparations to do, I'd say take a minute, get it together. Let us know when you're ready to go in.
Can I roll a history check to see if it would make sense for bugs to be in this area? Like bugs,
Yeah.
like how they're describing?
I wouldn't say it's history. That'd be more nature.
Okay. Thank goodness. That's 17.
17? No, it would not make sense.
Okay.
Bugs don't, like I said, the kind of like insect that they're describing specifically doesn't exactly dwell a whole lot, especially on coastal land, and especially in an environment like this that goes from super hot to super cold. No, this does not strike you as something that makes a lot of sense, especially for such a weird mixture of what they're describing.
Okay.
Can Smalls roll a history to see if he recalls anything from his past within the area about these bugs?
Sure, roll me history.
I have proficiency. Can I give him the help action?
That's a
How are
nat
you?
20.
How are you? Oh, I was going to ask, how are you helping him remember his own history?
I just have proficiency, so I'm trying to use it.
Nat
No worries.
20 with a -2, so an 18. But it was a nat 20.
On a nat 20, I'll honor it. No. Large, ridiculous insects? No. Like maybe out in the depths of the desert, you fought like you fought like giant scorpions, but even then that's pretty rare. It's like you know that something to grow big has to have a food source, and something this close to Marsenstein, the actual city, and in a mine of all places, and the way that they're describing this something like this would be hungry, and the military would have cleared it out a long time ago. Like it would not let something stand like this.
Okay, Smalls is going to make sure to share that information with everybody. That there's some other reason these bugs are here, and the military would have normally cleared something like this out, and these things are definitely not normal to be in this tunnel.
Understood.
Okay, let's take 5-10 minutes. So if you guys have any conversations, any kind of prep work, anything you want to do before you guys head in, now is the time. At this point, I'm going to say if you take 5-10 minutes like this, it's going to be about an hour's worth of prep time since you got to the mine. So we were at what, 2 o'clock? It'll now be 3 o'clock. You have 3 hours.
Do you guys want to have some people up on the oxen to protect him during battle, or does that matter to anyone at all?
I'll be with the oxen. I speak with animals that I can use right before we go in.
I think Smalls, you have to be the one that drives the wagon, right? Because you're the only one with that proficiency.
I believe so, and you guys were looking at me to keep these things safe anyway.
Yeah.
Smalls actually, Smalls, as a wagoneer, I'm just going to give you this. You would know that because you're not exactly like leading the oxen down any kind of like roads or having to direct them. You're literally just taking them down a mining path, which should be pretty singular. As long as they are staying on track with the person like leading the pack, you shouldn't need to be having a wagoneer.
Nice. Honestly, probably having Smalls and Pico with the oxen's good. I'll probably be out front with the actual rock since I have to be able to find the drill point and whatnot. But we should also have some people in the rear as well.
Ellie's going to fall in line wherever someone indicates she should be.
I can stay towards the back. We can see
I can
if
totally stay at the back.
Mhm.
So if we're heading down into the mine, the bugs are probably going to come up towards us. So we might want to have some ranged attacks at the front.
Yeah, Ellie, you probably want to be up front with Maddie.
Yeah.
Well, Argus likes to light shit on fire, and bugs don't particularly like being on fire.
I was
That is
actually
very
thinking
true.
that too.
I can summon the bear to take up the back.
So we
Okay, my
got
spell-
Another spider back there too. Just flying.
My spells can totally reach, so I'll hang out in the back just in case as well.
Something comes up from
DM
the
side
back, I can also let you guys know a lot easier than just yelling.
Maddie, I'm going to go ahead and put a map on the chat so that way you can see if you can pull it up in your app.
Got it.
This will be kind of what you guys are looking at once you get into here. You are entering from that top left area.
Then DM, quick question.
Mhm.
So, I wanted to do speak with animals and armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Will the armor of Agathis stay when I rage as well? Because it just
Yeah.
stays on my person.
Yes, as long as you do the armor of Agathis before you rage, it will continue on.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Can I say I'll do that right before we make ready?
Yep, that's
I'm
perfect.
going.
You can prep that because I think it lasts an hour.
Yeah, they're an hour.
Beautiful. Yeah, you can prep that before you go into the entrance.
Yeah, Ellie's going to prep hers too because she has armor of Agathis.
Maddie, let me know when you got it pulled up. I'll give you the dimensions. But basically, what you're looking at here is from each bar, each support beam that goes across the roof there, from that to the next one is 60 feet. So once we get a little closer and you guys are kind of positioned and stuff like that, I'll give you more details about what's going to happen here. Any kind of prep work, any kind of conversations?
Quinn's going to activate her spell sword and be excited about it.
You going short, long, or great?
Don't have the slots for great, so I'm going short.
You don't have any third level slots?
I thought great was 5th level.
Is it 5th?
It's 5th level for great.
Got you. Okay. Then nope.
Yeah, so I'm going with short.
Okay. Describe that to the group real quick. What does your new toy look like?
So it is before I activate it, it's just a regular sword hilt, probably some cool engravings that but I can pour my magical energy into it and a blade will appear about the length of a short sword. The blade will have like a glowing intensity to it. It's probably like silver with like flecks of black that fall off of it. Kind of like a speckle aura.
Dope.
It also sheds dim light.
Errol and Flynn go on to explain that there is light within the tunnel. Like there's no flames, but the crystals themselves emit a dim light. So it's like you can see, but you can't see very far. Those of you with dark vision have a little bit more visibility, but it is considered dim light in the tunnel. Without an additional light source, of course.
I have a light cantrip that I can put.
Okay. As long as it's not concentration or anything, you're good to go. You gonna put that on yourself or like on the wagon, or what do you want to do?
Okay, let me see. It's an evocation. I touch an object and that object lights a 20-foot radius in dim light for an additional 20 feet. So like if I put out like an oxen like on his like horn or something.
Cool. So you put a dim light on the
Doesn't
oxen.
say concentration.
Yeah, I think it just lasts for like a. What's the duration on it?
It's one action, 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. Yeah, you could just put a light on both. Yeah, I'd say you could just put a light on the oxen.
Yeah, just one horn for a 20-foot radius.
Cool. So the oxen are very well lit. Like anybody around is going to be able to see the oxen from any distance and anything that might be happening to them. Good call.
Marshall, what part of the map was 60 feet, you said?
From each support pillar to each support pillar.
All right, make it a little bit bigger. It's at 50 feet right now.
Would I be able to use my blood curse before going in?
Yes, I'm allowing you guys. Like, there's a couple because that has a duration, right? Like until long rest, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, as long as it has a duration that's greater than like a round, or you don't have to do something to sustain it, then yeah, I'm fine with you doing that as a prep when you go through the entrance.
Okay.
With that being the case, Smalls is going to cut a blood boon as well.
Yeah, it's like you could cut a blood boon, but you can't rage before you go in.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the right's effects last until you finish a short or long rest, and the other creatures cannot gain the benefit of your right.
There you go.
Okay, so I'll do the 2d4 damage for that, which is just 2. Yay.
Drew, what are you doing to prep right now?
Summoned Opal.
Okay, bears out.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
I don't think I've got too much more to prep.
As you're kind of like summoning Opal and like getting, just kind of reacquainted and stuff like that since the last time and saying hello, you do notice that Flynn is standing behind you again. Very, very stealthy for a woman of her size. You look different.
Yeah.
Haircut?
Yeah, didn't think the long hair suited me anymore.
I mean, whatever you did now looks good. I'm digging the whole, I don't know. Would it be rude if I called you Fluffy? Vibe?
Fluffy works.
Fluffy works? You look good. I'm glad you're still kicking. Hopefully we still are after this, huh? And she kind of begins walking off.
So who's standing around Ellie? Maddie's in next to her?
I believe that's up to you guys. It's like, Maddie, what are you doing? Oh, which one do you like, Quinn? Are you carrying the wisteria thing that I gave you for your inventory? You're carrying that, right?
Yes, I'm carrying that.
Okay.
I'm just at the front with the map and the rock or whatever that's supposed to help us.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand next to Maddie, but who's behind me? Who are the two people behind me?
Like now or when you're going into the cave? What are you talking about, Ellie?
When we're going into the
yeah,
cave,
because she's gonna be towards the front.
So basically, Ellie is going to cast Aid and give Maddie and Smalls and Quinn +5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
It's like technically above table, Aid gives you a +5 to your actual hit point pool. So it's like you get it's not a permanent increase, but you could heal and have 5 more HP. I'm going to say for the sake of a group this big, though, are you guys fine with just keeping it as temp HP?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Less to manage.
If we upcast it, maybe we'll do something different later, but for right now, it's just 5 temporary HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Because
add
I
5
got-
HP.
5 temporary HP. You should be able to do that in your app. You will go into your HP, or where's it at? Yeah, go to your hit points, and then you're going to add temp HP on the right there. It should say 0. You'll just add 5.
So
Add a
since
bunch.
I put on the armor of Agathis, I have 5 temporary hit points as well.
Okay.
Armor Agathis is 10.
I think it's
Oh.
5 per level. If you upcast, it becomes 10, 15, 20.
I put it on at first level.
Is it 10,
Got it.
babe?
Marshall is
It
correct,
says
and
10
yeah,
to me.
Oh, if
Mine
you go.
says-
Warlock will
yeah.
cast it to your highest slot automatically,
Yes.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
because that's how pack magic works.
He's not a warlock. What are you talking about?
No?
Wait,
All
I
right.
mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Then with that, any other prep work? Any other convos? You guys ready to go in?
Yeah.
Is Flynn near me?
Flynn and Arrow are going to take position at the back of the wagon. But you
I
talking
believe
like
I'm
right
also. Yeah.
now? You can find him. It's the guys are just kind of prepping around the same area.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab Flynn and I'm gonna pull her into a quick kiss and just say,
Oh.
for good luck.
She kind of actually stops you just before that and says, "Give it to me after." Focus, kiddo. She kind of gives you a little tap on the cheek.
I'll roll my eyes.
You get the feeling this person's very, very much so in tune with their work.
Okay.
Like, yeah, man, if you want to make that like 2x2, I think that'll work. It's like given the dimensions here, it'll fit. But if you guys need to, like, it's going to take up the whole space of like some of the area in here. But if you need to move around it or to throw to the back, it's just movement to get past it. So the 5, 10, 15 to move past the wagon, and you're good. There's nothing that's going to stop you from like going around it or anything. All right. So we are 1 hour in, so we're not quite to the break yet. Do you guys want to take a break now or keep pushing?
Break now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's take-
I did share the directions with everyone in the planning chat on the quest board.
Okay. You did share did you say, did you want to read it
Yeah.
out or just let everybody read it?
I'll let everyone else figure it out so we don't got to slow it down.
Cool.
All right, so potty break.
Yep. Everybody take 5 minutes. Let's have a quick break, refill your drinks, do whatever you need, and we'll meet back and we'll head into the mine.
So 5
Sounds good.
minutes.
If everybody's good with 5 minutes, it's like we're just gonna, it's like a soft 5 minutes. Let's call it that.
Soft. Got it.
Okay.
Oh, I realized I never actually thought of an art for the spitter. They're always pretty spiders. I also have the issue of giving everything wings. I'm sorry. It's not that you guys lost your wings, it just got transposed to my animals.
Well, don't they all have flying speed?
Yes. Yes, they do. Even the ones that shouldn't.
I
I
don't know.
can
There's
give the
flying. There's like flying spiders. I feel like it could have flown without wings.
Argus doesn't know better. But yeah, with my invent the pact of the chain, I can give
Mhm.
them a flying, a swimming, or a walking speed. And I
Wait,
just
did
feel
you
like
say
giving
or?
everything enough speed is funny.
So is it just hovering at all times?
Well, no, I can give them the additional thing.
Okay.
So like my spider already has a walking and climbing speed. It in addition acquires a flying speed. Why I flavor it with wings because it's an additional form of movement. not what their body is already capable of.
For
It
anyone
is
that's in
always fun.
here, you can take a look at the map, see if that's kind of what everyone thought. Have Ellie and Argus in the front with me, Smalls and Pico next to the wagon, then Drew, Malin, and Quinn at the rear.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
and then Spider would probably be chilling opposite of Malin, like right next to the cart because it can fly.
Well, let me find a spider with wings.
You can just do the basic ugly ass face spider for now until we figure something out.
You got it.
Also, got to come up with a really good name for it. Should probably go look up what Gaelic for spider is.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Unless anyone has a very favorite spider and remembers the scientific Latin name, because I'm down for that.
Yellow is the not main party.
I actually that name of my favorite.
So we got the Haman Alav, or we got Fig Hajar, and both of those hurt my brain to say, so we're not doing it.
The Latin, the rosy tarantula is Grammastola rosea.
So we'll
Grammy.
probably go with Grammy. I believe Gram actually means something. Grahm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about Fallout. It means gravel or pebble.
The fruit.
Graham. Gram. It derives from the surname Graham, which is an old English term gram, meaning gravelly homestead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've heard Argus. I've heard Drew. Give me a holler when you guys are back.
I am back.
Are you ready over there?
Here.
I am here.
Haven't fallen asleep yet.
Yay! We still have Smalls.
You might survive the day. Pico, you here? Maybe.
I am back.
Malin? Was that Malin or was that Lindsay.
Malin.
Malin. Okay. Pico, are you there? Okay, she's getting her blanket real quick. She's getting her laundry room, getting the laundry room, getting her blanket.
Back.
Beautiful.
Actually, I would also like to use one of the charges from my cube on the spider to give him mage armor. That lasts 8 hours.
Okay, mage armor on the bat.
Oh my god, this blanket. Sorry.
On the spitter.
Lindsay got a new squishy marshmallowy blanket, so she's going to be delighted.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Its
Okay.
AC goes to 15.
15? Okay. We will keep that in
Because
mind.
13 plus dex. So.
We will keep that in mind. Okay. Are we ready? Here we go. I hear. Lindsay, calm down. All right.
No one can hear me.
Can hear you. All right. Just inside the entrance, you guys slowly begin moving in. Errol and Flynn take their positions at the back of the wagon, guarding the flank, bows drawn. Malin, Drew, Quinn, Argus is bat. You guys are all kind of positioned back there with them as well. With Ellie, Maddie, and Argus kind of leading the charge. Lodestone out in front with Maddie, and Pico and Smalls steadily waiting and guarding by the oxen. You pull into the entrance of the cave, and just as I described, the crystals in here, they put off this faint aura that provides dim light all the way down the mine. Provide a couple little visuals here to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at here.
Ooh.
Not exactly to scale or anything, so don't go nuts and no, those are not you guys. Right. But only seconds after entering in, though, you guys start to hear the immense sound of like skittering, scratching, like something sharp and pointed scratching against glass and rock. Louder, louder. Hundreds upon hundreds of something, potentially. Do you move to the first threshold and begin heading into the mine?
We're gonna be facing them.
Marshall, I'd like to use my hand if I could. Can I detach it so that it can go out in front of us with the rock?
You can't hold the rock and move at the same time.
Then I'm just gonna leave it on and just go forward.
Okay. Well, it's like I'm trying to rule that. It was like because Mage Hand can carry something, right?
It's up to 10 pounds.
It can, but yeah, it has to be something small.
Okay. The lodestone doesn't weigh more than 10 pounds, so are you wanting to send the lodestone forward with your hand?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What? Just a chance to describe. What does it look like when Maddie detaches his hand? What does this do?
So I hold it up and it looks like I whisper something into the hand like it's alive, and then all 6 fingers start kind of wiggling like a spider does and starts cracking, and then jumps out and detaches from his hand, so it's back to the stub it used to be, and now it's like a spider on the ground, or like Thing from Adam's Family carrying the stone.
I'd say 2 because it has 6 fingers on it, 6 appendages. I'm gonna say 2 of them reach up like pinchers and lock the lodestone in place, and then uses the other 4 to begin skittering out in front of you.
Fantastic.
How far can it go? 30 feet? 100 feet?
It's for sure 30 feet. I'd have to see if it's 100. I
Mage
think
hands
more.
is 30.
Yeah.
I think your other one has like 100 feet that it can go that you can actually still kind of like see through it and stuff like that. I believe you're blinded when you use this.
Correct.
So are you mage handing it, or are you? Because I'm going to say that it's off your wrist no matter what. But are you mage handing, or are you using the crawler effect?
Doing
I'd
the
say.
mage hand. Go
Well,
ahead.
I'm saying because you're carrying the lodestone, I'm going to say you have to use the crawler effect. This blinds you when it does it, right? Because you're seeing through the hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna before that then I'm gonna ask actually I'm just gonna have it stay where we're at first because it's only 60 feet to the front one up there, so I'm gonna have to go the full 60 feet before we follow behind it.
Okay. It moves out, and you all begin pushing forward to the first threshold. As it moves forward, as you're looking through it, you're not seeing anything, at least not at first. Um, it's the mind. You get the faint glow, the dim light off the crystals, but even like your vision's even a little bit slightly more narrow because you're viewing through this spider appendage now magically. Um, but you guys begin moving forward and forward, and then all of a sudden, Maddie, you feel a jerking pain. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Yeah. You take a 1d6 of damage. I believe that's what it costs when the creeping hand immediately returns, and all of a sudden the appendage just kind of like reconstitutes itself from your elbow down and back onto your hand, and it's there. Only this time, the lodestone is gone.
Oh,
The
shit.
pinching, grabbing, something all of a sudden, just before you lost consciousness or lost connection with the hand, something reached out from the dark and grabbed it, and crushing, cracking, burning, all these weird sounds. All of a sudden, something descended upon it, and you lost it. And the hand's back on you, but you have missed the lodestone. It's about 50, 60 feet out in front of you from where you last saw it.
There's something up ahead.
Mm.
As you guys start moving forward, all of a sudden, again, you start hearing hundreds upon thousands of something moving in the walls, and you get about 30 feet in, and I need all of you to roll me initiative at this point. And while you guys are rolling initiative, Maddie, if you could pull me up like little bitty pictures of just some kind of monstrous insect. Actually, I'll give you the hang on a second. I will give you the art that you could use here.
Thank you. And do you want me to roll the damage, or do you want to roll it?
Oh, you can roll it. It's fine. It's mostly your hand coming back at you. I'll trust you.
Well, I got my first inspiration of the night. These guys look so
Go ahead.
cute.
Go ahead and put your initiatives and stuff like that into the session chat.
Apparently, I'm either nat ones or nat 20s tonight. So let's go.
Woohoo!
What'd you get? Nat 1 or a nat 20? Nat 1?
Well, nat 1 this time, but
You
the
and me
very
both.
first roll that I did for intimidation was a nat 1. Then I got a dirty 20. Then I rolled a nat 20, which was a nat 20, and now I've rolled a nat 1 again. So I've rolled 2 nat 1s and a nat
Very
20.
focused on those ox.
All right.
My initiative went just above the first spider picture, bug picture.
Who has the higher dexterity between Quinn and Argus?
Probably Argus. I have a +2.
I have a 1.
Oh.
My physical stats are not my good stats. I am an old
Rico,
robot, not a new one.
Quinn, Argus. Looks like Drew, then Ellie. So I'm gonna put this in chat, and I'm gonna explain some while Maddie gets some. Maddie, go ahead and put 3 at the front there. Drew, Ellie. Maddie, Malin, Smalls. Okay, these guys are gonna go first. There we go. Need to edit that actually. it goes. And all right. I'm going to explain some rules now that I've got this in here. Basically, you need to move the wagon through the tunnel, and you are looking for, you're going to have to find the lodestone again, but you are able to move the wagon 30 feet per round. The rules for this combat are going to be a little different. I'll explain further as we go. The wagon moves 30 feet per round, and it is 60 feet from each support beam there, so each section is about 60 feet. So abilities or spells that can increase movement distance or speed, heavily encouraged here if you got any. What you're going to be attacking here are hordes of these insects. They are all mixed together. There are no single entities. I am going to be using stacks, and each stack is going to have 50 HP to it. They have an armor class of 10. You're attacking dozens of insects, dozens of these things. Some are no bigger than a small dog, some are massive. In terms of bigger than smalls, even. But they are this weird amalgamation, this mixture of these insectoid creatures that are all kind of mixed together with different, different appendages and different insect-like parts. Some of them even a little bit more less insect than others, but they are all mindlessly crawling out of holes and coming through deeper into the tunnel, and they are just going to come crashing against all of you guys. Now, what's going to happen here is you guys are going to roll to attack, same as anything else. But every time you take out 10 HP, one of the stacks will lose one of its members. So right now it's 50 HP, which means there's 5 stacks of insects. I'll deal with that on my end, but if there's any need for clarification later, you let me know. The
I do have one
horde.
question.
Go ahead.
Are they monstrous
Like monstrous
or
how?
beast? Just by their creature base, are they monstrous or beast?
Unless you have something to tell me that you would know that at first glance, you have no idea.
It's more so for your calculation. I'll let you know. It's the shield's ability.
Monstrous.
Mm-hmm. Because when they hit me, they take 1d4 psychic damage.
Okay.
I have a follow-on question. If you do more than 10 damage, are you taking out more than one?
Yes.
Okay.
The pool is shared. So it's like the horde mechanics that we've used, like gang mechanics that we've used when you guys fight bandits. Each of these hordes has, technically it could have potentially dozens of insects in the horde, but I'm only using it in HP stacks of 10 for mathematical purposes. But in your heads, you are attacking and being attacked by potentially hundreds of these massive insects coming at you. So flavor your attacks, flavor your fun. You are essentially fighting a giant swarm. Now, if the horde reaches the oxen, movement will be halved. Or sorry, movement will be stopped until you get the horde off of the oxen. Okay. If you do, and you can also get overtaken by the swarm. I will get to that when we get further into combat. If you do, you cannot move. Therefore, the wagon either has to move past you, or you have to get the swarm off of the person who is swarmed by doing at least half the damage of the current swarm. So if you are overwhelmed and the swarm has 50 HP, you need to do at least 25 to get it off the person that is overwhelmed. Does that all track so far?
Yes.
So
Yes.
far.
Okay. I have mechanics here that if more of them keep coming and they combine with a current horde, that horde is going to grow in power. Therefore, the damage that they roll is going to grow, and their health power pool is going to grow. They can also kind of subsequently heal themselves by combining together. But even if you have not killed a horde, you are still pushing it back so long as the wagon or enough people in front are not overwhelmed that you are still continuing forward. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. With that, yes, like I said, top of every turn, you will automatically move 30 feet deeper into the mine, provided no one is swarmed and the oxen are not under attack. With that, I'm just sorry, guys. This is a new mechanic that I'm trying out. I'm making sure that I have all the rules here. All right. With that, you guys are not surprised because, Maddie, you have lost your hand. You knew the full well that they are coming. I'm going to say that you guys can see these 3 swarms, the initial vanguard, if you want to say. You see them coming. You have one turn. I'd say Argus, Maddie, and Ellie. You all have one turn because you're out in front to do something to these swarms before they crash into you. And then we are going to go from the top of the initiative order. With that, going once, going twice.
Okay.
Is there any prep or any questions or anything that anybody has?
I would actually like to be in front of both Maddie and Ellie because pyroconvergence is cone.
Okay.
That way they don't get hit by it. I'm actively trying not to hit people with it this time. And that would be just yes. That way I could be in center to maximize the amount of cone area.
All right.
As prep, can Smalls enter rage?
As soon as you see them, yeah, I would say if you saw all of a sudden they start popping off stuff, you could hit your rage. But
Okay.
you need to either take damage or do damage this turn to keep it.
That's
If
right. Shit.
if we're able to do something, I'll go ahead and transform then.
Okay, you're going to use your sorry, we discussed your rules earlier for that. Are you doing that first round of combat? This is a surprise attack, so you get one attack against everything coming at you before we get into the first round.
Okay, then I'll just attack with Eldritch Blast then.
Okay, so Argus, Pyroconverger, Maddie, Eldritch Blast. Ellie, what are you doing?
Well, Ellie's gonna throw her hands out towards the swarm that they see, and all of a sudden, blood comes shooting out of her hands. It's a blood bolt.
Okay.
And it's a surprise. It's like, what was that?
All of a sudden, Ellie out of her hands coagulates this bolt of this coagulated bolt. All of a sudden, it hardens just before it goes piercing through and is shattering against a bunch of these insects. Maddie fires out his Eldritch bolts, boom, boom, and Argus just unleashes with his Pyroconverger this flamethrower out against everything. Maddie, can you label these guys left to right? We'll call them Swarm 1 through 3 for right now. And if you add any more, just add a 4, 5, 6, or whatever to them. And if they combine, we'll talk about it. So roll me some attacks, all, and tell
Okay,
me which ones
so
you're going after.
They roll a dexterity, and it's a 10-foot cone.
10
So
foot
they
cone.
all get hit by the cone.
Beautiful. I will roll
Do you
for
want me
all
to
of them.
roll 3 separate forms of damage, or just roll it and they'll just get applied across the 3?
Just roll it for all of them, yeah.
Okay. Because that's 46.
And what's the
I
saving
have
throw
on a
for them?
save. 13. Oh, that's juicy.
They all fail. I rolled below 10 on every one of them, even with their
Well,
additions.
they all take 15 points of damage.
15 to Swarm 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's go. Maddie, what you got?
Both my blast hit. 14 damage total to. Let's go with number 1.
Number 1, 14 more. Ellie, what's your roll? What's your attack?
Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding. It's a 10.
10 hits. Their armor class is 10. Meets it, beats it. That's like there's dozens of them out there, so they're not going to be terribly hard to hit unless you whiff it or get overwhelmed.
So 6 necrotic damage, and I
Nice.
get 3 hit points back.
Okay. Swarm 1 is looking fucked up already. All of a sudden, they start crashing into you guys. Boom! And with that, okay. So another rule that I need to explain here when they crash into you. Basically, these guys are always going to hit. I'm not going to roll attacks because there are so many here. What I'm going to say is when I attack you, I will roll an attack, but if it's below your armor class, you will take half of the damage that I roll. If I meet it, you will take all of the damage. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Okay,
side
if one-
note, the armor and the light and stuff were still there, right? And my surprise, I was able to rage, right?
Yes,
For
and you
Pico?
can maintain. Yes, you can do the same as Smalls. You're raging, but again, same as Smalls. You're going to have to either do an attack, take damage, or do damage this turn in order to keep it. So if you guys are hanging back, waiting for more things to come at you, you might lose a rage.
Aren't the swarm coming after all of us?
No, they're hitting the front line right now, which is Argus, Maddie, and Ellie.
Oh. Oh, I thought we switched. Never mind.
based off of what you just said, you must have missed what I had said when you had informed me of that situation. I had said I was going to hold my rage.
You're holding yours? Okay, yeah, I didn't catch that.
Okay, then yeah, I'll be holding as well since. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, waiting.
Okay. Argus, you were out in front with the Pyro Converger. I'm going to say they are all going to come after you, and I'm going to combine all these guys together. So that is 70, 80. So that's okay. I'll roll the attacks. What's your armor class, Argus?
It is 19.
19. Okay. 2 of these beat you. 1 of them does not. So with that, I'm going to take the average damage here. 80 of them. Lessen this a little bit. You're going to take 20 points of damage. I will lessen it because 1 of them failed. All of a sudden, they come crashing at you. It is piercing. There's like bile and something viscous crawling, just spewing from some of them. There are acid. There is poison. It has a horrific smell to you, but also Argus, somewhat familiar, as they come crashing into you for 20 points of damage. And with that, that is the 3 swarms initial as they are crashing into Argus, and everybody is up. You can move stuff
Reaction.
around. Okay,
Hellish Rebuke.
roll it.
Dex 13. That is 17 if they fail, and then
They passed.
brain having. What is half of 17? It would
Be 8.
8.
You doing that to swarm 1?
Yes.
Boom. Swarm 1 is almost completely decimated, but the other ones are still looking halfway pretty good, and they keep coming at you, and they start crawling all over Argus. Argus, I need you to, since all 3 of them are on you, I need you to make a strength saving throw real quick, unless the rest of the group moves in. So, Pico, you're up. Quinn, you're on deck, or you guys can move stuff around.
Okay, so only Argus took
Yes.
the hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's a 3 on that saving throw.
Saving throw for what?
You told me to do a strength saving throw.
Yes, only
If
a 3.
no one
So
else
you,
is pushing me.
if nobody is, so we'll see what happens at the end of the turn. Remind me if there's still some here. So, Pico, you're up. Quinn's on deck. Sorry, I'm getting a
I'm
little
going
scrambled
up.
trying to get my flow going here.
You're good.
I'm going up towards that front line, raging.
Okay.
And gonna try and use I'm trying to see if this axe has range. Or it's just between one thing, right? I can't just. Well, it's through the swarm, right? So
Yeah, I'd say you could crash through 1 swarm if you wanted to for right now. What are you
I'll
doing,
wait
Pico?
on the charge. I was just trying to read about the charge again. So I'm going to go forward, go in front of Argus to try and help him out.
Okay. You come crashing into the hordes, your axe swinging, you flutter over Maddie and Ellie, and you are just crashing into this giant barbarian chicken swinging a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. What are you doing?
I'm gonna hit. Gonna go for it.
Okay. Did you use your
on that swarm.
did you use your rampage on the axe?
No.
Okay.
No.
Go for it. Roll your attacks.
First one is a 20.
Hits. Armor class is 10. They're pretty easy to hit.
Yeah. And a 19, so pretty good rolls going on. Uh, 14 damage for the first roll. And 7 damage. So a total of 21.
Okay. 7 damage wipes out swarm number 1. Blam! You start. You kind of take position there away from swarm number 1, and you did how much to the next one? 14.
Relooking.
21. Okay.
7 and 14.
Beautiful. Okay, you start carving into swarm number 2. Is that everything for Pico?
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Quinn, you're up. Argus, you're on deck. You guys can move this stuff around. Be thinking about it, guys. We're trying to keep a lot of momentum going here.
Sounds good. Quinn's gonna move up to the corner right next to 3. Like, yep, right there. She's gonna chuckle to herself at the waves of enemies, and she's going to use Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Wisdom save of 16.
16.
15-foot area around me.
1 is going to succeed.
1's gonna succeed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That one's gonna take 8. The others are gonna take 16.
Okay. This one. Okay, you're carving into groups 2 and 3, swarm 2 and 3.
Yep. All right, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna summon. Oh no, I can't do that. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that is all I got.
Okay. Drew, you're up. Ellie's on deck.
So I to I think it is Argus, really.
Doesn't matter. Who wants to go? Argus or Drew?
You can go.
I'm actually gonna move forward, catty corner, like right in front of where Pico's at.
Okay.
Use my bonus action to enlarge.
Okay.
So what this does is it's called Giant Stature. As a bonus action, I transform myself and enlarge myself to armor for 1 minute. For the duration, my reach is increased by 5 foot.
Dope.
If I am smaller than large, I become large, and along with anything I'm wearing. If there isn't
Okay.
enough room, I can't increase my size, but I made sure to move to make sure that could happen.
Yep, there's enough room in the mine.
So makes me bigger and gives me more reach.
Fucking dig it. All right.
And then we're going to use the fun sledgehammer action of this thing called Force Demolisher. It has a 10-foot reach.
Jesus.
We're gonna swing at the first thing. If they're a size smaller than me, I get to push them.
Ooh,
Wow,
okay.
I missed.
Argus transforming into this giant Big Daddy form, this massive mallet coming up over his head and whiffs it across as all of a sudden the swarm starts scattering and trying to work their way around him.
And then the spider will just stay put. Doesn't need to get involved yet.
Okay.
That's
Drew, you're
my
up.
economy.
Okay, Drew, you're up. Ellie, you're on deck. Sorry, Argus, didn't mean to skip over you. I thought I got mixed up in the surprise
You're
round.
good.
So I'm going to move next to Quinn. Perfect, and Opal's gonna come with me if we don't have for her, but
Yep, right there.
she is. And I'm going to cast Flame, which is in Dex save.
Okay. You got a little bit of feedback on your mic there, Drew.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, deck save. What's the saving throw?
17.
They make it.
Okay. I don't know if they damage.
I don't think Sacred Flame does damage if they make it.
Okay. And then for my bonus, I'm going to do Culling Sickle. And I have just a question, but to 1 minute, how long is that like in combat?
6 rounds. Or 10 rounds, sorry, 10 rounds. It's 6 seconds per round. Sorry, Drew, there's a lot of like skip and feedback in your mic. Did you get all that?
I'll turn it off and on again after.
Okay.
to see how it, because there's not like a button.
I don't, Drew. Are you asking something? I'm sorry, I cannot get anything what you're saying.
Uh,
You might have to restart your mic.
Yeah, let's restart it.
we
Let's
got
restart
I don't know
Drew's
if
mic.
it's the mic or if it's the Wi-Fi connection. It sounds like you're
Yeah,
lagging out.
Yep. So Drew, we'll come back to you. Be thinking on it. Ellie, what are you gonna do? Ellie, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, I was speaking to myself. If I throw a fireball, that's different than a firebolt.
Yes, it is. We've been over that.
I know. It's like, so I want to throw a fireball at group 2.
Okay. You sure about that?
Because a fireball. Nope. Actually, I am going to do a Crimson Harvest.
Okay.
They're really hard.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to cast a Crimson Harvest, and they have to succeed a Dex 17.
Dex 17. Okay, another 17. Let's roll the dice on these ones. Okay, both fail. Check it. Okay.
Right. So they each take 16 necrotic damage. The group.
Okay. All of a sudden, Swarm Through is just wiped out. Boom. What is it? What does Crimson Right, or what is this? What does this spell look like to you?
Well, Ellie just again waves her hand and blood sweeps out in a 15-foot emanation. So each creature in that wave, if they don't make the dexterity, then they take 3d10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
But she's just like, what is happening? Every time she swings her hands, it's like blood just pours out, but it's damaging.
Beautiful. Okay, is that it for you?
Yep.
Beautiful. Drew, are you back?
I hope. Okay, now.
I think so. Let's try it. What are you doing
Okay.
for the rest of your turn?
Do I roll for a range attack?
A range attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do I roll to hit?
What are you doing?
Cast Culling Sickle, but then it just ranged. So does that add a spell? Is that what that means?
You should be able to roll on the actual spell itself,
I know. I can't.
but it doesn't have that.
It doesn't have that, so I'm wondering if it adds to a ranged spell attack.
Probably.
And then my attack didn't hit, so it's Opal's turn.
Okay.
And she will start with bite. That's a 23, so that hit.
Definitely hits.
That's 9 damage. Hits, it's a 13. They're right.
Yes.
Okay. Is so 17 of damage to
17. All right. As you Swarm 2 is barely hanging on. 17 points of damage as Opal goes tearing in, just ripping insects apart left and right.
Do you mean group 3?
Yeah, sorry, group 3. Group 2 is gone.
Okay.
That it for you? Drew?
Yep.
Okay, Maddie, you're up. Malin, you're on deck.
How wide is the area? Like, is it more than 20 feet so I can move around people and stuff?
You can move through people, that's fine. You can move through their area of effect.
Okay.
So it's like 15, 20 feet across for the mine. Not
Cool.
enough for everything to come not enough for a huge space, but it's a tunnel.
Cool. Then I'm gonna just come forward, and I'm actually just gonna attack with my staff. I'm not gonna transform or anything.
Nice.
We got a hit. And another hit. Let me do the damage for both of those. 12. 25 damage for the normal hit.
You wipe out Swarm 3. It is off. So gone. But you hear plenty more still coming your way.
I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to try and go forward where my hand was. I want to see if I can go recover the stone with the rest of my movement.
Okay. It was about 60 feet out, wasn't it?
When we came into it, like it depends on when it actually happened, I guess. Because you said like 30 feet.
Because I think you said you sent it out about 60 feet because you could go 100.
Okay, yeah, I'm not too sure on the distance.
Either way, you don't see it in your immediate area, so you know that probably went down somewhere just beyond where you're at.
Yeah, I'm gonna go forward and try and see if I can. It's really important to me. I think that we need to get it, so I'm gonna go forward with the rest of my movement.
Okay, move forward. All right. I'll let you roll at the top of your next turn to determine if you look around for it or if you see it, okay? Got it?
Yep, good to go.
Malin, you're up. Smalls, you're on deck.
I think I'm just going to hold my action until something comes closer, like if any of the bugs end up coming up from behind.
Okay. For the rest of this turn, you're holding your action?
Mhm.
All right. Smalls, what are you doing?
Smalls is going to move and position himself right in front of the oxen, just so that way he is like the first target in front of them.
Okay.
And that way he can kind of see left and right of them as well. So he's got a good, 180-degree view of what's going on, making sure that they don't get attacked.
Okay. You are specifically guarding the oxen.
Yep. He is going to hold his main action, and I'll use my bonus action to cut another blood boon.
Beautiful.
So that'll be 2 stacked.
I don't think you can stack just yet. That was going to be one of your evolution things.
You and I had agreed.
You could stack 3. You could stack 3. That's right. You could stack 3. Okay, we're good. All right. Anything else? Shift the group. Okay, Maddie, go ahead and move the. Go ahead.
I was just saying not for small. I thought you were asking me specifically.
Okay, good deal. All right, go ahead and move you are approximately 30. Go ahead and move move an extra 30 feet in. You guys continue forward, wiping out the horde that started there, but now you guys are on the second leg of stage 1. All of a sudden, Maddie, I want you to add 2 more stacks in front, 2 stacks in back, and I want you to add 2 stacks around Smalls left and right as they come crashing through the walls. They come skittering up through holes. Large boulders get shoved out of the way, and they just start swarming you guys. 2 in the back, 2 in the front, 2 in the center. Malin, you were holding your action for that turn.
Mm-hmm.
That was only for that turn, but I will say if you were holding your action at the end, if you want to make your attack now, since you were holding it, you can get a leg up on this group coming at the rear.
Okay, I will do that.
But this will be your turn for this round.
Okay. I rolled a 24 to hit.
Okay. Yep, they have armor class of 10, so keep that in mind.
Okay. That is 11, and then I also need to add on my blood stuff. That's 2d4. I believe. Yes. Yes. So a total of 18 damage.
18, which one are you going after, 5 or 6?
5 because it's directly in front of me.
Okay, how much damage was it?
18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Boom! You go slashing into this bad boy and just start carving up these insects left and right. Chitons go left, claws go right. You just start carving a bloody path around these things as they come charging it to the rear of you guys.
Okay, and then can I still do my second attack?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool,
It's
cool.
your
cool.
it's your full action right now. Whatever you want to
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration that I got earlier to re-roll that.
Okay.
17, I still hit. Cool. Another 11 with the. Okay, so a total of 15 for the second hit.
do. 15 damage. You're still going after
Mhm.
5.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You carve up half of this horde as they just start coming at you. Anything else?
Those are my 2 attacks. Can I?
I believe you
No,
used your
that's it.
bonus action for your. Yep, you used it for your blood maledict or something like that, right?
Mhm.
Boom. All right, you carve into swerve number 5. Damn, you're obliterating it as they get the jump on you guys and they start going after the rear of the wagon. You go into action mode and start ripping these things apart. No mercy. But they are all going to come crashing after you, drawing in the attention. So with that, roll the attack. Let me get back on the app here.
Hey DM, I don't know
Mhm.
if they get that attack first, but do I get an attack the same as Malin since I held mine?
Yes, we'll clarify yours in just a second. Going after 3 and 4.
Okay.
Okay. Going to lessen this a little bit, Malin.
Okay.
As you take 15 points of piercing, slashing damage as these things come just clawing at you and just start tearing into you. But you are fully engaged with both of these swarms at the rear now.
Okay.
Okay. Smalls, and you had your held action. You can do the exact same thing. This is giving up your turn this round, but you're getting a jump on these guys before they can attack anything.
Okay. So Smalls is going to, based off of positioning here, looks like 3 is popped up right in the center of a bunch of people. So Smalls is going to go after 4.
Okay.
Oh, so close to a nat 20. God damn it. I hit a 19. All right. Either way, that is an 11 there plus my Divine Fury, which is another 7. So 18 damage to that one.
Okay. To 4.
Yep. 18 damage to 4. And then he'll continue to attack. That one hits as well. And that's another 13 damage.
To 4.
Yep.
Okay. You immediately obliterate half of this horde, a little more than half of it, as all of a sudden they come crawling out. You're kicking them back down in holes. You're swinging your axe and just cleaving stuff left and right. Vicar and just blood everywhere. Is that everything?
That's all I can do for right now.
Cool. Guys, at the end of your turn, just call it out like, and I'm done. That way I can
Okay.
keep moving. All right. With that, the remaining swarms are going to come at you. I already went the 2 after the ones after Malin, so I'll go for 3 and 4. They're just going to they are fully engaged with Smalls right now. That is 7. All right. I will roll this. What's your armor class, Smalls?
Just a second. It is 16.
16. All right. Gonna lessen this by a little bit. You take 20 points of slashing, piercing damage as it all comes tearing at you.
Okay.
You are fully engaged with these 2 hordes that have now dug up under the ground or come out of holes and are just now swarming the center. All right. With that, I'm going to go after the next 2 in front. They are fully fresh. And Maddie, you were out searching for them, or searching for the lodestone. Roll me a quick perception check.
Perception. It was a 10, but I think I'll use my inspiration just because it's important. It is still a 10.
Still a 10. You spot it. It is off in the distance, just around the center. It's actually following along the track here where they use the mine carts. It's caught between two pieces of just logging there that makes up the track. You immediately spot it, but you also notice that the swarm is starting to descend. Do you go after the stone recklessly, or do you square up and take out the swarm before they come at you to go after the stone?
The swarm's going after the stone, or they're defending on me?
You don't know. Perception wise, they're just like charging over. You don't know if they're specifically going for the stone or charging at you, but they will be between you and the stone if you don't make a quick decision.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go after the stone.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check.
10.
10. All right. With that, I want you to make me a strength saving throw at disadvantage.
It's gonna be 6, because that's really bad. 6.
Okay. You take approximately, as you are, for the 6 for your strength saving throw,
Yes.
as you dive down, you grab the lodestone, you grab it in your hand, but you are immediately descended upon by both of these swarms, and they just immediately claw all over you, swarming all over you. You take 48 points of slashing damage as they are overwhelmed, and you are pinned on the ground. But you have the
48.
lodestone back.
Wow. Okay.
You are consider yourself swarmed. They are on top of you.
I myself dead in a second.
So what this means, guys, is when the swarm is fresh, or the swarm has enough, there's enough in the swarm to still overwhelm. If they're still alive at the top of every round, they get a chance to overwhelm you, which means you're gonna have to make a strength saving throw. That strength saving throw is gonna get stronger the stronger the horde is. So if you've done damage to it, the save is going to be a lot lower. These two were fresh. Maddie went after the lodestone, making sure that he got it back. They got advantage against it because they are just overwhelming at this point. But if they are on top of you, if you are considered overwhelmed by a swarm, if they hit you, they will do double damage. To get them off of somebody, you have to do at least half the damage of the swarm that is overwhelming the person. So right now, Maddie has 100 HP worth of bugs just on top of him, going just nuts on him. And with that, that is all the swarms. We're going to go back up to the top. Pico, you are up. Quinn, you're on deck.
Alrighty. So once again, I'm gonna just try and go forward. This time I want to do my kick and spurs and try and do a bonus
Bonus attack as well.
with a cloud strike. If
Okay.
I can do that. I need to try and hit him first.
Yep. You're making 3 attacks this round then. 2 attacks and 1 bonus action. And you're adding a cloud to one of them.
Hey, DM, real quick, are Flynn and Errol attacking these things at all?
Yes.
We-
By the time they got to their turn, everything was dead in the last round.
Okay, just
But
check.
they are ready, and they are keeping kind of watch on the back of the wagon, just like they have like kind of an elevated position, ready to rain down arrows.
Okay, sorry to question you. It just was like, wait, they didn't get to help.
Everything was dead, so you're good. What's going on, Pico?
So they both hit. The first one is an 8, and then the second one I got a 5 plus 1, so a 6, because that one has the cloud strike with it.
14. Okay. And then you're going after a bonus action.
All right, I added that.
You did 3 attacks.
Oh. 3.
Yeah, if you have 2 attacks as a barbarian, you can make a bonus
And
action
then I
with your
do
kick and
another
spurs.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, 20.
So that's the that's the
Okay,
trick of the kick
now
and
that's
spurs.
one. So 7. So it's a 6 plus the 1 to that one. So it's 8, 5, and 7.
8, 5, and 7, so 20.
Yep.
Which one are you going after? 1 or 2?
It was the one that took the least amount of damage because this will take a good chunk of it.
These are both fresh. So which one are you going after? 1
Oh,
or 2?
then the one closest to me right there.
Going after 1.
Yeah.
damn near taking out half of this swarm by yourself, and you just go carving in Pico with his kicking spurs, these little blades on the end of his arms and the end of his feet. He just goes whirling in of feathers and blood, sending just bug parts left and right.
And done. Perfect.
Quinn, you're up. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4 need to make wisdom saving throws because of spirit guardians.
Okay, that. Wisdom saving throws?
Wisdom saving throws, 16.
Let's see here. 3 and 4 both succeed. 1 and 2 fail, though.
All right. Then it's 18 damage in full and 9 damage for the half.
9 damage to 3 and 4. Okay. And then 1 and 2 took how much? It was 15 or 18 damage altogether for both?
18 damage. Yep.
Okay. Blam, blam. All right.
All right. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to summon my spiritual weapon. I'm going after 3. 12. So it hits. That's 7, and then I'm going to attack with my spell sword, and I'll add it all up afterwards if I hit. That's a 22 to hit, so a total of 9 damage to 3.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
Argus, you're Argus, you're up. Drew, you're on deck.
We're gonna go ahead and use the Force Demolisher on one of them, and maybe I won't miss this time. That'd be pretty cool. Yay, I get to hit this time. So 5. They take 8 points of damage, and then they're going to get pushed 10 foot away.
Which ones are you going after? You guys got to call it out.
Number 1, my bad.
Okay. Going after 1.
Yes,
How much damage?
it's taking 8 points of damage.
Okay. You shred it.
well
This
as-
thing is.
Oh no,
You get
it
shoved
just
10
dies.
feet
Never
away?
mind. Yeah, I get
It's
shoved
not.
10 foot away.
It's 10 feet away. It's not quite dead yet. There's still a couple left in there. It's still charging. Still fighting for all of its life.
Good. And
else
then
you got?
I'll just hold. I'm just gonna hold my bonus action because there's nothing I can do at the moment.
Okay. Can't hold a bonus action, so you can only hold your action.
That's fair. I can't do anything else right now, so.
Okay. You're gonna hold your place and keep pushing forward then with the wagon. Drew, you're up. Ellie, you're on deck.
Okay, so I am going to target 1, 2, and 3 creeping rots to make a Constitution save for
Okay.
17.
Constitution. Okay. 17 again. Damn, that spell saves. Good. One of them makes it. I'm gonna say 3 makes it.
Okay, 3 takes 15 of necrotic damage.
How much?
Do you want me? 16.
16. Okay. And then it'll be 8 to the other ones.
Yeah. Do you roll one? Do they both get the same damage?
They both get if it hits all of them in that area, then they all get the same damage except
Yeah,
the
okay.
one that makes the save. Yep. If it's area of effect like that, it doesn't hit any of your teammates, right? This is enemies that you choose.
Yeah. The one that saved gets the ones that didn't. Sorry, the ones that didn't save get the 50. That did save get 7.
Okay.
And then I believe that counts as a ranged spell attack, a bonus action.
Yep.
I'll do Culling Sickle.
Okay, that adds on.
If I can do one that. And actually, I don't know if I can do that because it's a con spell, and I don't want to double.
Try.
So never mind. I guess
What happened? So I explain.
I don't want to drop opal, so I will
Okay.
culling.
Yeah. Yeah. Opal is a concentration spell, so you're gonna not use culling
Yes.
sickle. Okay.
So no bonus action.
Okay.
So it's opal's turn.
Okay.
And she will.
Swarm 1 is wiped off. Maddie, you can move it off to the side for now.
Is swarm on Maddie?
Swarm 2 is still on. You have done enough damage, no, but you have dissipated after that. The swarms have taken enough damage. They're no longer overwhelming Maddie, so it's now off to the side. He's been able to get back up to his feet.
Okay. Have opal go after 3.
Okay.
Right. So that's 11 point damage for her first attack. And 11 for the second. 22 in total.
22 in total off of 3. Wipe that one off the map.
Cool, she's done.
Okay. Ellie, you are up. All of a sudden, the bear is roaring off to the side, just ripping these things apart. You guys are tearing into bugs. Like I said, you guys are surrounded by hundreds upon hundreds. They're crawling on the ceiling, crawling beneath your feet. You are swinging left and right. These things are coming from everywhere. But Ellie, you're up.
All right, so Ellie's going to run forward to Maddie and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So that is 2d8. So Maddie heals for 14.
Is that what you rolled? You have to roll when you're in combat.
Yeah, I did. That's what I rolled.
Maddie, 14 hit healing. Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess, and that's it, because I can't do another spell, so.
Okay.
Done.
Stay in there. Maddie, you're up.
All right, now that feeling good, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack the swarm next to me.
Okay, going after 2.
That is a hit, and that is a hit. Damage, come on. And 23 damage for my attack.
23 damage as you wipe swarm number 2. Not quite off the map. They are hanging on by a thread, though. As you rage up, as like you're pissed off that you got pinned down by these things, and you just start going ham with your staff and your kicks, squashing stuff left and right, throwing them against the wall. Splat!
I'll go ahead and just use a bonus action as an unarmed strike then, and that's a hit. And I'll do an additional 7 damage.
Wipe swarm number 2 off the map.
Yeah, get him out of here, bastards.
Okay.
All right, so that's my economy. But I'm actually gonna move backwards a little bit because I just got beat up pretty hard. So I'm gonna come close to all my friends, and
Okay.
that's all I got.
The lodestone is still pulling you forward. All right.
Yeah.
With that, Malin and Smalls, you guys have already gone because you held your actions and used it. Errol and Flynn are going to take their positions. They are going to try and go after from their position. 6, 5. They are going to go after Swarm 5, the one that is seeing that Smalls has kind of got things pretty well in hand. They're Smalls. I'd say you almost catch like a knowing nod, like you're good, and they're going to go after the 2 swarms that are out going after Malin right now. Roll them on the app. Each get 2. Hit. Hit. Hit.
Are these melee or ranged?
Ranged. They are using their longbows from on top of the wagon.
Cool.
All of them hit. They do attack as a successive unit, though. They are not 2 separate entities. They share a health pool and everything. So they're capable of doing big damage to a single group. 15, 25, 33 damage, and then you can add one of these. 35, 38, and 40. 40 damage from the twins as they start raining arrows down onto this horde that is just going after Malum. Just pure just pure elven accuracy as they start picking these things off, pinning them to walls, taking them out. 2 shots in one, or 2 for 1 shot, and they wipe swarm number 5 off the map. Just done. Okay. And that is end of the round. So with that, I'm going to give you all an option here. You can speed things up. You can move 90 feet through each section rather than taking 2 turns. It's going to take 1, but I'm going to increase what's coming at you. Do you want more intensity and more bugs, or do you want to take it step by step?
I like intensity.
Me too.
Okay.
Let's
I'm
do
good
it.
with it.
Matt, beautiful.
Everyone
Maddie,
else.
go ahead. Sorry, votes for everyone else. I'm trying to keep momentum here. Go, go, go. All right. I'm going to assume everybody else is okay with it.
We're schmoving.
Okay. You guys start really booking it like, no, fuck this shit. And we start just like moving through this thing. So Maddie, go ahead and position everybody kind of like towards the end, towards the middle there. Actually, I'd say towards the middle of the next section is what we're going to do. Okay. You guys are holding your positions from where you are from one round to the next. And with that, I am going to... Swarm 6 was still completely fresh. Another swarm is going to join it, and that is going to jump up, double its strength. Swarm number 4 was still alive. And it was barely hanging on, so another group is going to join it, and it's going to refresh and strengthen a little bit. Oh, sorry. That was wiped out. So this one's... So 5... Which ones are left here? Sorry. It was 4 and 6, right?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
just
4 and
put
3.
66 and 44 to double up.
Okay, so... All right. And with that, Maddie, I want you to put 3 more in front, attacking Argus, Pico, and Ellie. And I want you to put 3 more at the back. All right. Malin, you are the only one at the back of the wagon, correct? On the ground.
Yes.
I need you to make a... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I know the spider is with me. I don't know exactly where it's at.
Spider's flying, right, Argus?
Correct.
Okay, he's kind of like he's kind of up above you, staying like avoiding things jumping at it. It's kind of like latching to the wagon and moving around.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay. With that, Malin, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Because of the number that is on you, you are also making this a disadvantage.
Oh.
It's either that or I crank up the difficulty, which you could never hit.
It's a 14.
14. Okay, unfortunately, you are overtaken as these things just pile onto you. Like I said, you have 2 full stacks, or a stack that has doubled essentially in size than last time. So you are overwhelmed by swarm number 6. We're calling it 66 there on the group. And with that, potentially hurt. You take 44 points of piercing and slashing damage as you are overwhelmed and prone on the ground.
Okay. I am going to use my bubble if I can find it. I'm blind. Give me a second. I know it's one of my psionic abilities. I just cannot find it currently. But the one that lets me... Oh, protective field. There it is. Where I can mitigate some of the damage.
Okay.
So it's a 1d8. 7 plus 4. So I can take off 11 of that.
Nice. Okay.
So that's, what did you say, 44?
44, so down to 33.
33. Hey, nice. Okay.
All right, Smalls, I need you to make a strength saving throw as well. You're doing this while you're raging, so you have advantage.
Technically, I'm not raging yet, if I'm being honest.
That's true. Okay, so you're rolling this straight then. Our DC for this number coming at you is going to be 16.
Don't tell me until I roll, because otherwise it's gonna. Oh god damn it, the roll's gonna suck anyway. Good thing I have an advantage. What is it?
What?
What was the DC?
16.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that inspiration that I had gotten from my nat 1 a while ago, and try that shit again. There we go. 21.
21. Okay, you make it. You are not overwhelmed as all of a sudden this larger than normal stack of swarms just starts crawling all over. You're slapping them off your chest, ripping them off your legs. They're trying to start pull blood off of you as they're biting and slashing and clawing, but you just keep at it. You stay on your feet and you are not overwhelmed. With that, they're going to come after you. We'll see how many of these hit. Okay, lessen that a little bit. You take 10 points of slashing, piercing, and all this other damage as all these things start clawing and biting and trying to get at you, but you stay steadfast on your feet.
Got it.
Okay. With that, I'll resolve the back of the wagon here in a minute. We're going to go to the front. These three swarms start coming at Argus, Pico, and Ellie. Honestly, I'm going to split it between all of you. So Argus, we'll settle with you first. Group 5 comes at you. What's your armor class?
It's 19.
19. 3 of those fail. Okay. Oops, stop that. You take 6 points of slashing, piercing damage as they come descending upon you. Pico, what's your armor class?
15.
15. Only one of these fails. You take 15 points of slashing damage, or slashing, piercing, all this kind of damage as the bugs start to come at you. They're not
And
big
they
enough
take
to.
10 cold damage.
10 from number 2. Okay, from that, beautiful.
And
As
my
you wipe-
armor is gone.
As you wipe out one of the stacks, boom! As this blast of cold just like descends upon them, and they start to freeze in place, and you kick them, and they shatter into 1,000 pieces.
Sounds good.
All right. 5. So real quick, 87. 100 on 66. 44. Swarm 5. Swarm 7. All right. All of a sudden, the rest of the swarms ignore Malin as she is pinned on the ground and being overwhelmed. They are going to start to crawl over the wagon. I'm going to give you guys a chance. Smalls, you are fully engaged. Drew, Quinn, and Opal, you guys are positioned closer to the wagon, and you start seeing all of a sudden the swarms start crawling all over. They're going to move past Errol and Flynn. It looks like they're trying to overtake the wagon. So I'm going to give you guys a chance. At this point, do you want to take your full actions to try to resolve stuff coming at the back of the wagon, or do you want to focus on somebody else?
I'll take my chances with the back of the wagon.
Okay, Drew?
Yeah, I'll attack him now.
Okay, you guys start going after the back of the wagons. 1, 8, and 7. Let's go.
Quinn, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. So I will move directly next to Smalls. 1, 2. Is that 15? Sweet. Okay. 1, 8, 7, 66, and 44 are going to have to make wisdom saving throws because my Spirit Guardians is still up.
That fucking Spirit Guardians. Okay.
And it's 16.
Okay.
Where is it? Of course, I can't find it on my spell list right now. Ah, there it
Spell
is.
save DC.
My spell save DC is 16. I can't
16?
find
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you the damage in 1 second. There we go.
Actually rolled pretty well on this. Only 2 of them failed. I'm gonna say it's your choice. Do you want to do damage to the the full damage to the 2 that are attacking Smalls and Quinn, or do you want to do full damage to the two of the 3 that are coming over the wagon?
I will do the damage to the ones swarming Malin and Smalls.
Okay.
And
Give me
then
that damage.
it was 10, so 2 of them take 10
10?
and the rest take 5. Yep.
Okay, so 66 and 44 take 10. Okay. And then the rest of them, 1, 8, and 7 take 5.
All right. And then I'm going to use my spiritual weapon to swing at them. 16 hits. I'm swinging at 7 with spiritual weapon.
Okay. It hits. Give me the damage.
It is 9 damage.
9. Okay.
And then for my action, they're not in melee range. For my action, I'm going to use a spell scroll that I have. It's going to be. Shoot, I don't have it listed. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. That'll be the end of my turn. I'll hold
Okay.
my action.
So you're holding your action to do what? You need to call it out.
So if Flynn or Errol get hit while they're on the back of there, I'm going to use a spell scroll. It'll be Prayer of Healing.
Okay. Okay. Drew, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to do Creep Rot again. I will target. Sorry, I'm casting it on, so I'm trying to read.
I think it cuts out when you get loud, like if you talk above almost like a it just seems to I'm not sure. Sorry. Go ahead.
Let me stream, see if that helps. Am I?
A little bit. You're ending the stream now?
Yeah, which means because I think it's where the stream pulled up, which can't see the map. Um. Okay, so I will do Rod, and I will target 4, 7, and 8.
Okay.
And that is a 17 con save.
17 on 4, 7, and 8. You guys have decent con. What's the DC?
A 17.
17? Yeah, 2 of them fail it, 1 succeeds by a long shot. Okay.
Okay.
Which ones? I'll let you choose. Which ones are failing?
I'll have the one that's attacking small fail, so 4.
Okay.
Okay. So 7 and 8. Oh wait, that was the wrong. Take 12, 4, 6. And then at the they take extra damage at the end of their turn.
Okay. So that'll be next turn, basically.
Yeah, so 8 and 7
They
will
each
take
took 6.
They took 12.
So how much did 44 take?
6.
Okay, so those guys are taking the full damage, and 44 is only taking half.
Half, yeah.
Okay.
So 7 will take 1 necrotic damage
At the end of its next turn. Sorry, Drew, you are still cutting out real bad. Okay. Drew, we'll come back to that in a second. I'm assuming that was the end of your turn. Ellie, you are. I'm going to resolve. Actually, Ellie, prep what you're going to be doing. I'm going to resolve the ones coming over the back of the wagon with that damage done. I believe said that 7 will take additional damage at the end of its next turn because of the necrotic that Drew is putting on it. But we still need to resolve the bear. So, Drew, can you tell me what you want to do with your bear?
We'll have Opal attack 4.
44, helping out Smalls.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Let's roll those attacks.
Okay. That's 11.
11 to hit. Hits.
It was a 17 to hit, 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. And you're going after 44.
Yep. Second one only hits. That was a 24. That is 12 damage.
12. Nice. Swarm that was attacking Smalls is more than halfway wiped out, or a halfway point wiped out, but he's not down, so he's good. Is that it for Opal? Okay. Drew, go ahead and real quick, like try and reset your system or reboot your app maybe, and let's see if we can get your mic going a little bit better here. But I'm going to resolve what's happening with the rest of the 1, 8, and 7 as they are coming over the top of the wagon at this point. There. 5, 33, 24. Right at this time, there is a strength of 108 bugs coming over the top. Errol and Flynn are going to try and position themselves to take as much of this as they possibly can to try to keep them from going at the oxen. So they are going to take the full brunt of this. They are not pinned. So at that point, they are going to take 35 points of piercing damage. It's way too far. As they start to struggle and they're using their bows, pulling daggers and little hatchets out, and they start just hacking away as these bugs descend over the wagon, under the wagon, across it, and they are starting to move their way and make their way towards the oxen. I'm going to say that they do not make it just there, and they do their full brunt of their damage to Errol and Flynn, but they are easily within possession next round to get after the oxen. That is 1, 8, 7. I have resolved everybody. I believe that is all the bugs. I don't think I've missed any because we attacked everybody at the front. Malin, you are pinned under 66 still. 4, Smalls, you're engaged with 44, but not pinned. And 1, 8, and 7 are coming over the wagon and trying to get at the oxen. Have just taken a big chunk out of Errol and Flynn. Quinn, you said you were readying a spell for your action.
I did. So I used a spell scroll for Prayer of Healing. It's going to heal 6 people for 13 apiece. Do Errol and Flynn count as 1?
They do count as 1.
Okay. So Errol and Flynn, Malin, Smalls, Maddie. I don't know who anyone else is damaged.
Probably Argus.
The robot.
Argus then. 13 hit points
Yep.
to all of you guys.
The robot would like to go as well.
7, 18. Start their next turn. Thank you, Drew.
You said 13?
13 hit points, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Being that it's 13, it's half for me because of that curse. Does that round up to 7 or does that down to 6?
Damage rounds up, healing rounds down, so you'll round down.
Okay.
So, quick question: is Ellie going to be attacked? Are we still waiting on that?
Sorry, did I not resolve the 2? The one that was attacking Pico and the one that was attacking Ellie? I think I forgot
Not
about
Ellie. Yeah,
Okay.
not Ellie.
that. Pico, I did yours, but I didn't do Ellie's.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the one's coming after Ellie. Thank you, Ellie, for reminding me. Ellie, what's your armor class?
15.
15. All right. All these guys are all 3 hit. Okay.
Okay,
no-
so I have on the armor, so they take 5
Hold on to that.
cold damage.
It's after their turn they take the damage. I believe is how that spell works. So okay, they They hit you on all these. You're going to take 12 points of slashing, piercing, poison, acid, all kinds of this stuff just coming at you. 12 points of damage as they descend upon you. This is a full stack. They don't have enough over the. Okay, so they need an addition, so you're good. Well, how much for the armor of Agathis? 5 points.
5.
All right. Takes there. 45. Okay. That is it for them. They are holding steady now. Now we are back up to the top. So
Did
Quinn,
the robot actually get to do something that round?
yeah, sorry, we're going into
I
your
guess it's
guys'.
over.
You guys are
Oh,
going.
here,
We're going into
here's
your
yours.
guys' turn. I was just resolving the swarms, and Quinn and Drew got
Yeah,
to act to try to prevent the stuff on the wagon. So Errol and Flynn
I
have gone
understand.
this round. Quinn and Drew and Opal have gone this round. Correcting back, Malin, did you go yet, or did we overwhelmed you, right?
I just got overwhelmed.
Okay, so you are attacking at disadvantage to try and get up over because 66 has still not taken enough damage to get off of you. They are just engulfing you right now. Top of that, we're going to go right up to the top. Pico, you're on deck, and Argus, you're in line because Quinn and Drew have already gone.
All right. I'm gonna use my Tyrannosaurus Rex. I haven't seen the boss yet, so saving my charges for that. So doing 2 attacks. They both hit. First one's a 9, second one is a 16 for 25 total for the one I was still working on. In
How much
front of
damage
me.
for 2? How much damage?
25.
25 damage. Nice. As you start carving into this bad boy, he is roughed up. There's hardly anything left to this stack, but they're still coming at you.
And that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. Any rampage or anything like that, or is that only like that's number? You
No,
have to
I'm
wait till you-
waiting for a
Okay.
boss.
Okay, waiting for the rampage. All right. Then Argus, you're up. Ellie, you're on deck.
I'm gonna use this beautiful item you gave me called the Cube of Force. We're gonna use Wall of Force to separate the ones that are trying to get to the wagon from Arrow,
Okay.
Flynn, and the spider. We're just gonna make a wall directly across the cavern.
Okay. Here's the thing: is they are kind of engulfing the caverns. Like they're on the ceiling, they're on the floor, they're crawling around. It's not like you can cover one and cover all of them. So how are you blocking them away?
And I'm trying to double remember the wording because it's a 120-foot difference. I'm able to cover it up. A surface made up of 10 by 10 panels.
Yep.
So I get 10 of those in a cube. If each square is 5, how far is each square?
Each square is 5
Because I'm
foot.
just gonna do a 10 by 10 wall. So doing them 2 panels.
Okay.
Tall,
What I'm
and then
saying,
5
what I'm
across.
saying is, these bugs are everywhere. They're not just engulfing like a single space. So you're trying to block off. Explain to me what you're trying to do.
So going north to south, I'm just putting a wall of force directly there to kind of just push anything that come back further from that side. Nothing
Okay.
will be able to come back further in.
Got you. So
So
you're
it's
trying to
kind of
put a
just
wall
stopping
of.
them from coming in. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. So you're putting a wall of force
Minimizing
up.
what they're doing.
Okay.
Yes.
If anything that comes from the back of the wagon anymore, but you're not separating the ones that are currently attacking.
Correct. Because well, actually, I could choose what side of the wall the person is on. I could actually force them, but for simplicity, I'm just gonna block off the wall from others coming in.
Okay, so Argus is throwing up a shield wall as these bugs. So I'm going to say I'll flavor it this way: you throw up a wall behind the wagon, and you make sure that Malin's on this side of the wall, and all the bugs that are currently attacking. But you have officially cut off reinforcements from that rear section, that chunk of the tunnel, moving forward as long as you maintain that wall.
Yeah, and I think that lasts 1 hour. Let me double check that for you though.
Okay, and you don't have to concentrate on this.
No, it's from the cube. It's 10 minutes
Beautiful.
from the cube.
Okay, 10 minutes from the cube. Got it.
So that's 600 rounds. So I think we'll get there in time. If we don't, we fucked up.
All right, that's your action, right?
Yes, and then I'm actually going to use a spell that won't have effect right now. But I'm going to use a bonus action spell called Veil of the Reaper.
Okay.
This lasts for up to 1 minute. Whenever I hit a creature with an attack, I gain the invisibility condition.
Okay. Dope. That's your
And
bonus.
that
That's your
is
action.
economy.
All
Yep.
right. Ellie, you're up.
Okay, so
Maddie,
Ellie,
you're on deck.
Pulls out her deck of cards and cuts herself, which is a blood sacrifice.
Okay.
So she takes 1d6 necrotic.
Okay.
Why didn't it roll? So she takes 3 damage.
Okay.
But also her attack, she's going to use spray of cards on
Okay.
number 3.
Nice.
And they will take an extra 1d6 necrotic damage.
Nice. And I think blood sacrifice like adds 1d6 to all of your attacks moving forward for like a minute, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Dope.
where's my
Roll me-
spray of cards?
Roll me that attack on your spray of cards.
Where are the, oh, there it is. So that is 18 plus.
Now, what's the to hit? You got to hit first.
They have to do a dex of 15 to not get hit.
Dex of 15. Okay, I'll roll that. Decent dex. On a 3, they're definitely not going to make it. So, okay. Roll me the damage. Plus a 1d6.
Okay. Plus 6. So let me see. It is 18, 19, 21 damage.
21 to 3. Oof. Start ripping into that thing.
So that was my bonus action and my spell.
And your action. Yep. Wait a second. So, Ellie, moving forward here, your spray of cards is an item, right? That gives you a spell.
Yeah, it says okay, let's
Yes,
get
it's
over.
it's your card. Okay, so you're not casting 2-leveled spells. You're casting using an item that gives you a spell. So you're good.
Yeah, a spray of 15-foot cone of spectral cards. Each
You're fine.
creature in that. Oh, okay.
I don't need the description. No, I just making sure you weren't casting 2 spells. You were using an ability, which is a spell from an item, and a leveled spell for blood sacrifice. So you're good.
Right, it was a bonus action. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Any movement? You staying put?
What did it do to them?
It shredded up as all of a sudden you're throwing out these cards and you just like do this full on like gambit thing from X-Men, except instead of like purplish Cajun energy, it's blood magic, and you are sending these things out whipping left, and you pull the blood and ichor from these insects and you start using it to power more cards, and you just send out this tornado of cards and just start just shredding a bunch of them apart, but that stack is still coming at you.
Okay, well that was my economy, so.
All right. With that, Maddie, you're up, and Malin's on deck.
All right, Maddie's gonna run over to Malin since she's swarmed and pinned. 66.
Okay. No opportunity attacks. Solid.
Go ahead and got a nat 20 in there.
Oof. All right.
I'm just gonna do all of them because I think Maddie would probably lose his shit, so he's just gonna unload on them for all of his
Okay.
cut.
I could definitely see that. I mean, you gotta put Malin in danger more often. You get crits that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
All right,
no.
so all four of them hit.
All right.
Give me a quick second so I can tally the damage. I'll do the double damage first.
Okay. Malin, what's going through your head? All of a sudden, Maddie just comes like descending down and start ripping bugs apart, trying to get to you.
This is weirdly hot.
And with with Maddie, his flurry of blows now has necrotic damage from the ratness, all the pestilent haze. So it'll be an additional 2d6 necrotic damage as well.
Oof. Okay. This is gonna be a lot.
Both of those are 6s, and then last one because of the double damage. 12, 34, 13, 47, 62, 74 damage.
74 damage. Woof. You immediately fight your way to Malin, and you peel these bugs off, and you immediately get to her, help her to her feet. She is no longer overwhelmed. You said 70. How much? 77?
74.
74. As you shred apart more than like almost 2/3 of the swarm of 66, and you're just flailing around, bug guts going everywhere. It's just a cadre of insect squeals and insect ichor going everywhere. Slick from their blood, you reach down, grab Malin, help her to her feet.
Maddie's gonna stay over there with Malin, and that'll be all of my turn.
Okay. Then Malin, I believe you're up, and Smalls is on deck.
Okay, so
Malin, before you
yes.
get started, though, I want you to make me, if you're willing to give up your bonus action, I'd like you to use your detect thoughts here, just instinctively.
I was gonna do that.
Ah!
Cool.
Creepy.
Are you detecting my thoughts right now? Am I detecting
Maybe.
yours? I'm detecting theirs
Maybe.
for sure. Please give it to me.
Yeah, roll me the detect thoughts. So are you just going for surface level here, or are you wanting to dig a little deeper?
No, I'm gonna dig.
Okay. Surface level thoughts, you are picking up basically the repetition of two words. Consume, consume, like hunger. You're getting these surface levels of just pure hunger. But it's not like an all-consuming hunger, it's a hunger to survive.
Okay.
It's a starving hunger.
Okay.
And the other word you're picking up is protect. 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 And it's this mishmash, this chaotic cluster of all these thousands upon thousands of voices coming at you at once. And you're gonna dig?
Yes.
Alright, what do I need to roll?
Wisdom 17.
Wisdom 17. Oof. Okay, no, they do not make that.
Okay. So it is specifically with the eye, and I believe there is a specific thing that happens when it is used with the eye. Oh, they take 3d8 psychic damage.
Okay, roll that for me.
Okay.
You're going after. I'm going to say you're focused on 66, the one that you're engaged with.
Yeah. What did I say? 3d8?
3d8, yes.
Yeah.
3 or 2. Yeah.
Not too bad. 7.
7 damage. Okay. And what happens? You start getting deeper thoughts?
Yes.
You get. It's not so much words. You're not getting a sensation like these guys are having conversations or anything like that. It's a hive mind. It's very familiar. It is communicating on an instinctual level. They are trying to move as a singular unit towards a singular goal, which is basically consuming all of you and protecting what is deeper in the mind. But you get a very, very familiar sensation. You get a sensation of that you used to feel when you were protecting your home, or more specifically, when you were protecting your queen.
Mm-hmm. Could I?
And if you're going to engage your hunters of hunters right here,
Marshall, I need you to stop reading my mind.
Oh.
I was just gonna ask if I could do that.
Jesus, I'm stealing your thunder here. Sorry.
I would very much like to use my hunters of hunters, please.
These things smell familiar. They smell like home.
With that, would I be able to like manipulate one of them so that they can lead me?
You want to try and manipulate a horde or swarm?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So because I already know how it feels, I feel like if I were to like kind of like start mixing into theirs with my telekinetic abilities and going like saying C, like start adding in C into the protect and consume and C, and then just kind of like try to phase out some of that consume and get like maybe a small little group of like this specific group to like start heading to wherever she's at or their queen is.
Okay. With that, I'm going to ask you to make a persuasion roll here. And in this stack, there are 19 in this stack, so I'm going to put the DC at 19.
Okay. Since I used the Hunter of Hunters, I do get advantage on ability checks made to like as part of it through the studied quarry. Would I be able to use that to also like
For
give
an
me advantage?
I'll allow it. For persuasion, yes.
Yeah.
Given how much you know about this and everything that's going on, I'll give you advantage. That's fair.
Okay. That is a 13.
With the advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You reach out into this, like you're trying to connect to the hive mind, and you get that same splitting headache like you used to when you tried to connect back with your queen. All of a sudden, it racks your brain, and you kind of stumble for half a second. You don't take any damage, but all of a sudden, the swarm stops dead in its tracks, looks at you, and well, looks at you as much as you can tell, and all of a sudden, hundreds of them just kind of shift off, and they're going to try and move as far away from you as they possibly can. So, you can take an opportunity attack. Maddie, you can also take an opportunity attack, but all you can tell at this point is they are moving away from you.
Neat. Okay, cool. Does that mean that they also get off of the cart?
They're not on the cart. They were on you.
Okay, cool. But like any of the ones that were on the cart, would that also affect them?
Just the ones that you were engaged with. So we're talking about just 66 right now.
Okay. Just had to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hit 13 damage.
13, so you are attacking them? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, the
I
opportunity, yeah.
also
Okay.
hit
Okay.
with a 10 damage.
You
wait,
wipe
hold
out
on.
Swarm.
There's a little bit more too.
Yeah, you don't even not even necessary. So with that,
Okay.
you wipe out Swarm 66 as it tries to scamper away from you. You and Maddie, your combined efforts, you squash the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know where they were going or why they were trying to get away from you. Sorry, I will stop trying to encourage you to use your abilities. I'm just so excited.
No, it's
right.
cool.
Is that it with Malin?
That counts as both of my actions, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
You gave up everything for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Smalls, you are up.
All right, and Smalls is still actively engaged with 44, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roughly how many bugs are left there? Because if
In
he's engaged
44?
with them.
You're like soldier sense looking at this thing. I'll just give you the HP honestly for this. There's 28 left in that swarm.
Okay.
So I'll think of that as like a number of bugs. Just like it's not a huge amount, but it's still got a chunk.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. With that, Smalls is going to go ahead. At this point, he's pretty annoyed. He's going to go ahead and enter rage as a bonus. Use his bonus action first.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack. 19 hits. And let's see. That's that plus that. So that's, what is that? That's 19 and 6. So 25 damage on the first swing.
Nice. Okay. Almost.
And that hits. And then another 19 damage, wiping them out.
You wipe out Swarm 44. Done. Still no crits in there?
Still no fucking crits.
You obliterate the swarm that's in front of you. It is clear space between the wagon at the back. Errol and Flynn are being they're not overwhelmed, but they are engulfed in bugs as they are trying to do everything that they possibly can to prevent them from getting at the ox in front. Quinn and Drew are supporting with Opal the bear. Maddie and Malin are clear of bugs.
Okay.
Is that it for you?
With my movement, I'm going to move over and basically to the other side of Quinn to get closer to the bugs that are attacking.
Okay. You're engaging with them, trying to do everything you can to keep them from getting to the oxen.
Correct. And that
Okay.
I can do.
All right. I believe that is everybody, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Aaron and Flynn have gone. All right, Maddie, let's move everything into the next section. We got 1, 2. So the ones there in front, that's what? 2, 3, and 5? Yes. All right. With that, Maddie, go ahead and just turn it into 4 and 6 again. We're going to do 8 swarms. 5, 2, and 3 are going to get reinforced, which is going to put each of them all over 50. So hang on a second. Two and 3. Okay. 1, 8, and 7 are also going to get reinforced. All right. That is 6 reinforcements. And then we're going to put. We'll do. Hang on a second. I'm going to roll something. Yeah. I'm going to put 2 in the middle. So as you guys get into this large central chamber here, and as you look off and you follow the light and you follow the glowing embers of these crystals, you notice that the area splits off into 2 directions. Maddie, you were able to break away from the bugs before they got in, before any of this started happening. The lodestone is pulling you guys north. Malin, I will come
Yes.
back to this. So 4 and 6, the bugs are going to swarm at the center. Maddie, you moved out to the front with the load. What are you doing, Maddie, with the lodestone?
I think I'm just letting it take me, to be honest with you. The faster we get through, the better. So if I'm not engaged with the bugs anymore, I'm just going with it towards the direction it's pulling me.
Okay, I'm going to say that 4 and 6 intercept you, but they do not overwhelm you, and I'm going to lower the DC of them coming at you. Okay.
You want them behind me then, or in front?
In front of you. I'm going to say that
Okay.
if you're going towards that tunnel and trying to like lead the group that way, they are
Yeah.
moving you that way. All right. I want you to make a strength saving throw. I'm going to put this at 12.
And I use acrobatics for whatever it is.
Make me an acrobatics check real quick. I'm going to say if you're trying to like you're aware of them coming at you like they did last time.
19.
19. Okay. I'm going to lower it then to a DC of 9.
With the strength saving throw?
Strength, yes.
Okay.
Because you're basically trying to stay on your feet.
Lasted 20.
Lasted 20. All right, you are not overwhelmed. These guys are going to come at you. So real quick, I'm going to resolve a couple of things. Maddie, actually, I'll just leave it fresh because we are coming up at time. Malin.
Yes.
All of this going through your head that you were able to just decipher, and all of this realization, this hive mind, this similarity, this connection to your people. What is going through Malin's mind right now?
I feel like she's gonna have a little bit of a rush of power, thinking that they were like scared of her.
Okay. Anything else?
Probably in passing.
What do you feel like? What do you feel like when? What do you feel like when you got the sensation that they are protecting a queen?
Pity? but also a very big interest to see where the queen is and what kind of queen it is.
You say that, and all of a sudden you are pulled in the opposite direction from where Maddie is. Not back the way that you went, but down the other tunnel to the right. And a little voice pops inside of your head. Be a good girl.
Okay.
I want you to use your full movement, telekinetic, everything that you got to try to propel yourself that direction. You are impelled to move that way.
Okay.
And tell me how much movement you get.
So it'd be 30 feet with telekinetic movement. I believe I get another 10 from telekinetic shove.
Okay.
Oh no, it is another 30.
30, so you're going 60 feet?
And then with my regular walking speed, it'd be 30. I can't dash, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do the other two now.
So how much feet?
Total
60
of...
feet into the next room?
Would I also be able to use my regular walking speed?
Yeah, full movement. You're using everything. You were trying to just dash. You were trying to get this direction no matter what.
Okay, then it'd be
Everything you got.
90.
90.
Mm-hmm.
So from where you were, just below Maddie. So let's move her to this platform here. Back to the left 4, Maddie, and then up. There. And then I believe that was, you have another probably 30 feet, or I'm going to say another 20 feet of movement left as you move further into that deep part of the cave there.
Okay.
Okay. Maddie, you immediately clock. You're not knocked to your feet, so you're aware of your surroundings. Malin has dashed off in this distance and has just descended into the dark side of this tunnel. I'm going to resolve a few things here. The hordes, 66. So 6 is at 50 again, as is 4. Or no, yeah. All right, I'm going to go through and we're going to do, guys, I'm going to end this right here. I'm going to do damage to you guys so you know exactly where you stand before we come back to this in next session in combat. I'm going to do damage. I'm going to do a layer action, and then I'm going to tell what happens to Malin, and that's what we're going to call it for the night. Everybody copy?
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving down the line. Maddie, 4 and 6. They didn't overwhelm you, but they're going to come at you.
AC 19.
19. I'm going to roll this. Both of them fail, actually. Damn, that rolled like shit. So this is half damage for this, which is good because that is 12 points of slashing, piercing, all that good stuff damage coming at you as these two hordes fully engage with you in the tunnel north.
12 it is.
All right. I'm going to use this to. I'm going to go for 11, 8, 1, 8, and 7. That's a lot. So hang on a second. I'm going to calculate this, and I'm going to divvy this up appropriately. If you guys are trying to small specifically, if you're trying to position yourself around the like defend the oxen, you're going to take a chunk of this, as is Errol and Flynn.
Still awake, part mostly, kind of.
Just hang in there. All
I
right.
know I am. I'm hanging, but I'm in bed.
Hi, Laura.
This is a lot.
Yeah, she's not home.
Okay. 61 points of damage. I'm going to split this between Smalls. You take 31, and Errol and Flynn are going to take 30.
Could the spider
What kind-
also possibly take some of that damage?
What do you want to do for that?
Have the spider just drop its body in front of the oxen's, just kind of put itself in between them.
Okay. I'll let you take 10 off of either
Give up its
Smalls, or
airborne advantage.
I'll let you take 10 off of Smalls or 10 off of Errol and Flynn.
How bad is Smalls looking?
Before we answer that, what kind of damage is it? Slashing again?
Yeah, slashing, piercing, all that good stuff.
And I'm raging, so I get to cut that down to 15.
Yep.
Yeah, go for Errol.
I'll take it from them, and then I'll have the damage to them using my reaction to make my spider resistant to the damage.
So 5 to the spider.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So that resolves the horde at the back. And with that, I'm going to go after Argus. You're next. With 55, I need you to make a strength saving throw. This is going to be a DC of 16.
Yeah, I failed that.
Okay. You're taking double damage here, bud. This is 9d4.
That's okay.
19 damage rolls up to 38 as you are overwhelmed and the insects pin you down to the ground. You are just consumed by insects.
They also take a 1d4 psychic damage because of the shield.
Okay, and that is swarm. What,
So they
5?
take 2. Yeah, it's the swarm that's attacked me. So 5 takes 2.
2 damage. All right.
You said 38, yeah?
Yes, 38 damage altogether. Okay, Pico.
Yeah.
I need you to make a strength saving throw. Yours is at 13. And I believe you're raging, so you have this at advantage.
For a nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll give you a choice. You are having the damage here, and on a nat 20, I'll let you either take no damage here, or you can return 8 damage back to the bugs. What do you want to do?
I'll need 8 damage back.
Okay, 8 damage back to 2. Okay. As you parry and pirouette and like you whip up with your fucking blades and everything like that, you start shredding them apart. None of them. You are light as a feather and no damage to you, and you just send it right back at him with that nat 20. Beautiful. Ellie.
Thanks.
Yes.
All right, I need you to make a strength saving throw as well. Group 3. This is a strength saving throw of 15.
Whoop. Ah, I hit the wrong thing. Ah, how do we? It's like, oh, there we go. Oh shit. 1.
A nat 1.
No, I rolled a 2, but I got
Okay.
1.
So it's not a nat 1, but it's still a 1. All right, you fail. double
Can
nat-
I use my inspiration?
You want to re-roll it?
Yeah, I have an inspiration because I did roll a nat 1 earlier.
Okay. Yeah, you can use it then.
Okay,
Still
so
trying
that's 10.
Still fails.
Ah, shit.
40 points of damage as you are overwhelmed by bugs and they pin you to the ground.
40. Okay.
Okay.
Can I have a reaction or
What do you want to do?
turn into a pool of blood?
Okay. That's a reaction for you?
Yep.
All right. What is it? Describe this. Give this to the group.
So Ellie all of a sudden turns bright red and looks like a statue of blood and then sinks into the ground and is just a pool of blood on the ground.
Just disappears.
Yep.
And
Turns into
combining with this ichor and viscous liquid and all this other stuff pouring out of these bugs, Ellie just disappears into the muck.
It reminds me of Sky High, that one superpower that it just becomes a puddle on the floor.
Yes, I'm a puddle of blood.
Malin.
Yes.
You enter into this, you dash away from your friends. You hear the chaos and the battle and everything going back on the way you came further down the cave. But you enter into this place now. The light is much dimmer, but you can still see a little bit. Off in the distance, there is something like it almost seems like a warming light. And as you kind of start to get closer and closer, I guess what could be described with as a bassinet of some type, a cradle almost. There seems to be something in a little hand reaching up out of it. There are eggs, and there are not eggs, but there are these little lights and just this warming sensation. And it seems like you're walking into, for lack of a better word, a nursery.
What does it smell like?
Like the sweetest honey.
Can I roll anything to see if it is like the kind of babies we would have at the hive?
No roll necessary. This sense, this pheromone, this instinct, you were looking at a baby queen larvae.
Oh.
Child of your kind. Off in the distance, you're still about 50, 60 feet from it, but you have the instinct of knowing exactly what you're looking at.
Okay.
You keep approaching.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you hear something skitter across the ceiling. It's not like the bugs before. It's not like everything happening out there. No, this is bigger. This is more like you. As all of a sudden you hear this clack, 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 as these massive lance-like mandibles, you look up, crawling through the ceiling, and little cracks of wood and little cracks of earth and rock begin crawling down as this spider-like appendage starts moving across the ceiling before it drops. Boom! Just in front of you, landing on these massive appendage-like arms, sharp as pikes extending from its back. But what is standing in front of you is humanoid, at least in their limbs and body shape. Their body shape bears female characteristics. In the shape of the hips and the breasts, there's no sexual embodiments here. Their skin is a husk like carapace, harder than yours, but still flexible like a flesh. It's golden colored. It's dripping in this like black and green ichor from various joints. They're wearing what looks like a roughshod hood, long leather coat that's been badly ripped up, missing sleeves and just tearing up. They have various bandages and questionable cloth covering their appendages. These lance like arms. As it throws back the cowl, looking at you, and looking back at you is a very familiar looking face. A face with an even kind of otherworldly beauty. Very akin to your own. Spookily akin to your own. And you are locked buggy eye to buggy eye with this person. And that's where we're going to end the session with a few pieces of art.
Thank you so much, Marshall. This is wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is
Oh,
so
the
cool.
giddiness.
Oh, this is so cool. I'm so happy. This is fantastic. Thank you.
You guys are separated now. Malin, you're on your own in this nursery. The rest of the gang, you're in this central room with bugs swarming you from every direction, but blocked off from the south thanks to Argus's wall. Very, very slick move. But there's a lot of bugs on you, and you are down one of your powerful damage dealers. We're going to pick that up next session right here. All of the enemies have gone, so we're going to pick up next session with a layer action, and then all of you get to go.
All right, we're good.
Yay.
Sorry,
Crazy.
this was a very experimental like battle type. I wanted to play around with it. Still working out a few kinks, but all in all, pretty good. Everybody have fun?
Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
great.
No, I had a horrible time.
Yes, you have stuff to
Too
talk about
much.
now for 2 weeks.
Oh, I can't wait.
Sorry, Malin, I really didn't mean to like jump in on your brain there. It's like I was just wanting to make sure that this story element kicked off.
No,
But,
you're
of
good.
course,
I
you're
literally
right in
was
this
like,
place with me.
this is so cool that we're on the same page right
Good. You figured this out. So
It's
thank
the
you.
guy with-
I will be quiet from now on. Now that you're starting to use some of those abilities.
now.
It's like I never want to lead your guys' character. I just wanted to make sure something kind of kicked off for a story element here.
You are all good. I do not
Beautiful.
mind.
Like I said, New experimental style. You guys are still in decent shape. You got a couple people that are pretty rough, a couple people that are down on the ground. So we're gonna have to figure out what's coming next. But be thinking about it. Get your turns prepped. Communicate. It's like I'll let you not metagame, so to speak, but you guys can like, hey, this person's fucked up. We should probably focus on healing this person. Where the hell did Malin go? Oh, our job is further north, but Malin just ran off to the east. So
Don't even
what are you
worry
guys
about
gonna
it.
do?
Don't even stress, guys. It's fine.
Maddie's gonna stress.
I had an
What do
actual
you
So
mean?
stressed
for
right
you.
now.
Like, what do you mean?
All right.
I got an afterthought question though.
What's up?
Does my large size actually grant me advantage on the strength save? I don't remember.
Ah.
I never actually had large as a.
I don't think it instinctively gives you. Well,
I
I
don't
guess
think
things
it
that are
does.
but again, things that are not large, that are if you're attacking something large, like you would have disadvantage on an athletics or acrobatics check for grapples. I believe is how that works. But it's also based on your
Yeah,
strength
I really.
score. So
Yeah, my strength score is shit. I was made as a pretty durable robot, not a
not a
not a
strong robot.
strong, flexible.
Read back through your
Strong and
stuff. If it
flexible.
does give you, if it does specifically call out advantage, I will allow it. If you find something in the rules, then we'll talk about it. But at this time, no. I'm gonna rule that they overwhelmed you.
I would assume as well. I was just double checking to see if there was anything that you would know of.
I don't think so. It's like nothing that's specifically called
My
out in your
size
abilities.
doesn't change. It's just specifically my armor. Okay.
Yeah, and you're getting overwhelmed by hundreds of insects. It has something to do with like one thing overpowering you. It's many, many things.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks all. We went a little bit over, but appreciate you being patient and kind of working out this this horde mechanic. I want to be able to send lots and lots of big things at you, and I think this is a pretty good system. I just need to tweak it a little bit.
Okay.
Good stuff. It was
Yay.
fun.
All right.
Thank
Thanks everybody.
you.
I'm gonna take a break. Go chill. Appreciate y'all. Catch you next
Night
time.
night.
All right.
See you
Good
later.
night.